Hello there, this is Reece Russell, host and owner of the weekly Steelchair. Once again, you're tuning to the Just For You Guys podcast, brought to you by myself, Josiah and Temple, as we look back on this week's professional wrestling. Come and join as we discuss, we predict, we review, we do all of that on this show, and we have fun conversations with our chat, our community. This is the Just For You Guys podcast, live on the weekly Steelchair, brought to you on YouTube. Enjoy.
Just three. Reece and Josiah and Temple's podcast, and there is no more guy. Just three. Just three guys. Go.
What's up, everybody? Just For You Guys show. Everyone's tuned in, obviously, and of course, one of the two is backstage, so bringing one in now. Bringing
How's
in
it going,
Temple.
guys?
Don't punish the punctual. I mean, I'm on time. You can't blame me for that. I'm on time. It's good to see everybody. What is going on with you today, Fernando? I knew you were going to make up some excuse, like, what are you giving for the World Championship change? All right, here's one for you then. And this is just to you. Where's the excuse when I gave you a fair answer? Like,
We'll talk about that one. Well, I'll talk about that one. I'll give an honest opinion. That's what
I'm
we
gonna
do
give-
here. We don't sugarcoat anything.
Like, I think your comment's fair. Taking the world title from Hangman, who's in his prime, put on almost 50-year-old Samoa Joe, makes no sense. Well, it does.
We'll get into
There is actually a way to prove it, and the only one who takes excuse to it is somebody who cannot give you a logical reason. I can give you that. That's different. Of course, we've got Stream Elements in the background. Thank you. Keeping tabs on the stream. Roy Sheen, hello. Glenn, good to see you. Well, to be fair, he did get punished for it. He got smashed on the steel chair last night, Temple. He got royally smashed by Josiah, 2 straight falls. James Chester in the chat, of course. Fernando, good seeing you all. Again, if you've got your opinions, bring them in. It's a good laugh. End of the day, that's all it is on here. If you can't bring an opinion, you can't bring something to it, then what's the point? End of the day, football, like, it's same as like a sport, like for you guys, American football, or for Mexicans who actually believe in European football, which is superior. You've got other sports like that, combat sports, even pro wrestling. Everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's got that. It only becomes an excuse if nothing good comes from it.
talking about the Samoa Joe and Hangman Page match. I was the only one who put Samoa Joe.
And I've already told you why I didn't think of it. There's two
On the
different
predictions-
parallels.
On the predictions, I said Samoa Joe would win.
There's lots of parallels. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about what you can and what you can't have for a change or a position moving forward. For me, I understood why Samoa Joe won, but for me, was it necessary? Maybe, maybe not. But unlike some, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
We'll talk about it when we get into the portion of the review.
We got a lot. Rate Samoa Joe out of 10. 10 is Bret Hart or Kurt Angle. 0 is the Brooklyn Brawler.
Is that my question? That
It's asked to you. I know I'd give him, but
I'd give him a good 8.
Mm-hmm.
I give him a good 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't see any issue with that at all.
I've got a really good conversation when we get into the middle of the show. I want your opinion. I want Josiah's. I want the chat's opinion as well.
Well, I'm always honest, so.
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised Samoa Joe won, but I'm not upset about it, to be honest. That's a fair response, James. Fair response. 8 out of 10 is not bad. No, Samoa Joe's one of the greatest. Like, plain and simple, and he's in his best run since 2004 to 2009. Samoa Joe's in his best run of his career since that period. Like, this is a guy who was mistreated for 4 years, also was bad in TNA for 3 years out of his own pocket. Like, he was really poor himself. So, best part of 7 years, Samoa Joe was a waste of space. He's been excellent for the past 2-3 years. And I'll take every opportunity I can to see the best out of Samoa Joe again. So,
apparently, Josiah fell asleep between some matches. So his review tonight is going to be like half the show.
well, he is watching PPE rugby, so. Sorry, NFL for American football fans. PPE rugby is what I call it.
PP rugby.
Yes, you'll see why when you figure it out. But I suppose we're here to review some things.
You always got Catherine in the chat saying that.
I'll let Catherine have that one. Catherine's probably had extra. Catherine probably went on the pro last night because Hangman lost. Since AEW came around, it's reignited Samoa Joe's career 100%. And thank fuck, someone appreciates Samoa Joe for who he is. A wrestler, not a coach, not a commentator. He's a wrestler.
And plus all that bullshit about being 50-year-old, if you can still go, I don't have a problem.
He's only one championship away from being an AEW Grand Slam champion, by the way. But that's a fact.
Yeah, that talk about, oh, you're 50-odd-year-old. If you can still go at 50, then yeah, I'm not asked. I'm not bothered.
Some inside info on Joe last night. Inside info, aye? What info is that? The Hangman's going to lose, aye? I'd love to hear this.
I think I was the only one in the predictions, everyone, who chose Samoa Joe, which is mad.
Mm-hmm. No, that's correct. There's a few other things, actually, that you... There's actually some very interesting predictions tonight from last night and results to go through. I've even tallied up your scores and ranked you in order. Question is...
Am I on the good side?
Well, I suppose we may as well make an effort right now and say this.
Oh, baby. There you go. Hey, Josiah, how do you like them apples? How do you like those apples, Josiah?
The new weekly Steelchair World Predictions champion is, in fact, Temple. I check, double check, tried to screw him over, but he has actually become the predictions champion, and he wiped the floor with everybody. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Like, the only person that came close, and I'm being really honest here, the only person that came close to Temple last night was Zodiac.
Well done, Zodiac. Good effort. Good effort. If you're in the chat, good effort.
He'll show. Well done, Temple. I think we'll see a team disbanding soon. You can blame Josiah for that. He's asked. Josiah has asked for your tag team to split. I think as if the writing was already on the wall, but he asked for it. So I suppose before we look at the predictions, what everyone got right, what everyone got wrong, I'll show you exactly how well you did. So let's bring up
because you've got two bloody live streams open, haven't you?
Yeah, there's the portrait and there's the landscape. You keep tabs on. I've got the portrait one here, but I might switch to landscape because I don't like how portrait looks like on my PC. I'm switching to the landscape one.
Yeah, no worries.
Plus that one's got Roy. That's got a few other chats in here as well, so I keep an eye on that one. There we go. So I'm over on this one.
Which one
Thanks,
should I
folks.
go? Yeah, I'll go on.
You take the portrait one for me.
No, worries, mate.
And Josiah will just take whenever he turns up. Which will be fuck knows whenever, because he's watching PP rugby. Now, like I say, scores. Let me just do this. And now I want to see no complaining. These are accurate. So we will go from top down. So myself, I finished on 9 out of 13.
Not bad, Reece. Not bad.
Josiah finished on 8.
Not bad.
Zodiac finished on 10.
Go on, Zodiac.
Abul also on 8. James, you also got 8. Catherine has a word with Tony Khan. She got 6. Maria got 7. Fernando, you got 5. Roy Sheen, you did very well. You got 9.
Well done, Roisin.
So that's joint third place.
Mm-hmm.
Temple, of course, is the new champion with 11. Chester, 6 with Catherine.
You know
And
what was
then-
funny, chat? You know what was funny, chat?
And Mo finished on 8.
Reece thought there was 14 matches.
To be fair, one felt like 2, but you also were wrong as well, so you can't say much.
What do you mean?
Because you can't count either.
Yeah, I said 13 matches, didn't I?
No, but you still told me how many you got right, and I told you were wrong. And you still came at me.
Oh yeah, I thought, and then you added another one because I was right anyway. Yeah.
No, you disco donkey. You thought you changed one match, but you didn't. You only were allowed to change one match, and you changed it to Mercedes Moné, and she lost.
Unfortunately. Well, it was the right call, but
It was absolutely the right call. Thank fuck she didn't win last night. It would have been a horrible decision. But those are your predictions. That's exactly how everybody did. As you can see, there's a lot of repetitives here. Obviously, Catherine was outraged by her choices. Although this one being the most obvious wasn't going to happen has cost 3 people. Don Callis family were never going to beat El Sky Team. It wasn't going to happen.
yeah, people was moaning about Okada and Takeshita being on pre-show apparently, which was.
I mean, yeah, it was a bad, confusing start to have those on the pre-show, but then to carry on into the main show, I did thought it was hilarious. But they can't do that every time though. Temple cheated. Well, Temple made his one match change that everyone was allowed, and he still got it wrong. So that is funny. Like that's almost like instant karma.
I didn't
Yep.
cheat as well, Catherine.
Yep, Kyle Riley is hurt and could miss time. I'll tell you who else is hurt and might decisions might come forward. Chris Statlander is hurt as well. But yeah, Josiah's cocky reign, as he would absolutely agree to. Actually, hold on. I've marked one incorrect there. Josiah, that's my fault. Sorry, mate. There we go. Josiah's on 9. That's my fault. Sorry. There we go. He evaded one. There you go. So he finished joint third. Still a shit performance from your so-called champion, but yeah. But overall, there were some decent matches. Few of these, I will admit, I have problems with. But it's only.
I had a problem with some matches that did something, but I'm going to talk about that whilst we're getting into the preview of the show. I want everyone's opinion. I want you's two opinion as well on it. I don't have a problem with it, but it seemed that we got it every. I'm not going to say it, but whatever. You probably.
For me, there's one match that I thought was absolutely excellent, and then they overproduced it, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm going to be very honest. This match went from a 5-star match to a 3-star. based on the ending alone.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, but like Bandido is not fucking superhuman, and you have him kicking out of 4 separate tag finishers. I'm sorry, but that's just not normal.
I get what you mean, yeah.
But again, I loved the match, but I just didn't like the ending. Bobby Lashley should have won the national championship. No. As much as I like the idea of it, no. Ricochet is actually the right answer, in my opinion. And he deserves it.
Plus, you could do Ricochet versus Lashley for the title or Benjamin for the title because
The
they've
funny
got
thing
a few
is,
going on. So yeah,
that's who he'll lose the title to, I still think. I think he'll still lose it to Bobby Lashley, but the fact is, where they're at right now, Ricochet has got what people have been asking for him to get and be deserved for. Like, he's worked his way into that position. And isn't it high time that AEW, as people have said for quite a while, should be rewarding people for their jobs?
I hope
I mean,
AEW reward Kyle O'Reilly though.
I think he's going to get the TNT title of Mark Briscoe. I think he's going to get the TNT title, and I think for maybe Revolution or Double or Nothing, I actually think Kyle Fletcher will be world champion.
Kyle Fletcher, yeah.
I was thinking maybe 2027 because of who's there above him, but honestly, I would have him now. In the next 6 months, I would make him champion.
Yeah, you have to push your youngies.
Yeah, I think he's earned it. I think he's earned the right to get that position. Full Gear was mid. The only memorable match was the tag match and the TNT Championship match. Okay. TNT title change for Kyle O'Reilly make a lot of sense. It makes perfect sense for Kyle O'Reilly. What's up, Tina? Good to see you over on Twitch. I think considering what we were coming into, the one thing we asked for from Blood and Guts going into Full Gear was we asked for AEW to maintain some momentum, and they went for it. The difference is Ricochet is an example of someone who does deserve it, Fernando. He's been one of AEW's best heels since he walked in the door. Like, do we not give him an opportunity? Like, do we not reward someone who's actually walked in and made an effort, who's reinvented themselves? Like, we may as well just give the titles to people who don't know what they're doing then. Let's give another title run to, oh yeah, I know. Let's give a third world title reign to Hangman. No.
Another thing with Ricochet is made the Gates of Agony mean something. You know, when Ricochet was not in the company where he was in WWE, where was the Gates of Agony? Nowhere to be seen. They weren't
even getting on Ring of Honor. Like, they weren't even getting on it. Like, he's actually made them relevant. And you know what's good about this now? Here's another thing people are forgetting. Here's another thing that's good about Ricochet being the national champion. It means the Gates of Agony can go and win the tag titles, not the trios titles. So we can actually put them in a division where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I think the trios titles might change, you know. You might see something on Dynamite that people might hate, people might agree with.
It's time to, but it's kind of obvious that Hook's going to just take Samoa Joe's place.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's going to go. There you go. There's my 1/3 of the trios title. There you go.
Oh, absolutely. Like, what else is there? Like, there's no point Samoa Joe being a double champion. He isn't capable of doing that.
I was actually freaking shocked with that outcome. Hook came in and turned.
I thought it was going to be bum-ass Kingston. Just from the way it was steaming up to it, it looked like it was going to be Kingston, but I'm just not sure about Hook. I'm maintaining consistency. I'm just not sure about Hook. I don't like Hangman. I don't like Hangman as much, but I like him as a chaser. I think he's the right choice to be as a chaser.
Yeah, I have always said that about Hangman. He's a better chaser than keeping the belt.
Yeah, but in terms of
stuff like that.
Yeah, and the funny thing is last night upon his return, Swerve Strickland has already proven one thing that makes him a clear difference to being a champion than Hangman. We'll get to that later on. Although Josiah
that was
better hurry.
a very good ending.
Get your arse on stream. And yes, he is an idiot. I agree. But get your arse on stream.
Stop watching Pussy Rugby.
PPE rugby.
No, PPE Rugby then. Get your ass on stream.
But we are going to go through it. We are going to go. To be fair, we're actually. I just wanted to wind up Josiah. That's why we did the predictions for the pre-show. We're only going to discuss one match,
Right.
and that was the trios match. That's the only one we're going to discuss.
Mm.
And that match was actually perfect in terms of timing.
Story. People said that AEW don't tell stories. There was a fucking story in that match.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I thought we had a lot. It was good rhythm as well, and the enjoyment of Okada going, "I do not give a shit about being on time." Turns up in a McLaren P1, does his full entrance like a boss, and then his playmaker on Temple. Temple's bloody Krishna is absolutely it's fucking beast mode.
Yeah, Okada and Takeshi is going to be good. It's been a good story, really. I like it. I really enjoyed it. Okada being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, this is the same guy that people say Okada's not locked in. He doesn't care. I'm like, what are you smoking? Like, I'm sorry, but if you don't think Okada's taking this seriously or he's not locked in, then I cannot understand at all.
I just want Takeshi to. I know this. It's going to be funny because Takeshi's just going to blow the gasket and he's going to absolutely kick the shit out of Okada, isn't he? It's just going to. Okada's going to push him to the point where Takeshi's going to be like, if you do that again, I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
Oh, he'll snap.
Yeah, he'll snap.
Takeshi's going to snap, but I don't think he realizes what type of a fight Takeshi's in for. Like, if he snapped at somebody else, he has a bit of a chance.
It's going to be good that because Okada's going to put over Takeshi, I think. I want him to. I think he should do. I think he wants to, I think.
I think when he drops the IWGP World Title, I think Okada will then put over Takeshita. Like, I think they will work them in that right way. They won't force those two. Like, they won't force it to dismantle it. They'll actually take its time. I think it'll be the Continental Classic final. But I think the best way to piss off Takeshita is if Okada beats Takeshita in the Continental Classic final. And then after that, that's when Takeshita goes, right, I've had enough. Like, I've just had, like, sportsmanship is out the window. Now I'm just going to humiliate you.
Yeah, Takeshita babyface and leads the Don Callis family, right?
I hope it's Revolution. I would like it to be the first pay-per-view for 2026. Takeshita versus Okada at Revolution. And that would be an insanely good match. It would get the crowd on board. And there's
AEW World's End, it's a Continental Classic final, so you'll get Okada and Takeshita final there, right? Because the Continental Classic's there, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be the final there. And I'm hoping to make it better. Okada has to win the first match. Like, he has to. It makes more sense for me. But if Takeshita does win, I'm not entirely against it. But I feel like it's going to be such a special feud.
Oh, yeah, the final will be for the title as well, won't it? Obviously.
It's for the Continental Classic title. Not the unified title, it's for the other one. Like, part of the actual champion. To be fair, it doesn't make any sense if that's the case, though, but that's what they're doing. And funnily enough, I was partially right about one of the outcomes last night, which I'm quite happy with.
That Masquerada Rada's impressive as hell, man. That guy's a star.
He's surreal. Tina in the background, do make sure you rest up well. Don't overexert yourself. But I'm alright, Ta. There's parts of logic that comes into it. Like, I'm not going to say Full Gear was the best AEW pay-per-view of the year, But in terms of continuity,
It was better than the previous one, I think.
massive. It was better than Wrestle Dream for me.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah.
And I like Wrestle Dream, but I thought Full Gear was better. There's continuity is key, and this is exactly what we wanted. It's right up there with All In as well.
Shall we get into the Pac and Darby Allin?
Yeah, we are gonna go in order. So, Darby Allin versus Pac. Plain and simple. I thought this match was outstanding. I think if you look at what you're being given as a match, fair play to Pac. The guy's a sucker. Like, he sucked people in. He said he was going to beat Darby Allin in a wrestling match. He isn't here to
do stunts like Darby Allin does.
Yeah, this is not going to be an extreme match. He's just going to out-wrestle him. And then amidst it, he brings out Justin Bieber Utah. Good distraction. And then Pac beats him with the baseball bat. I only have one issue with this match, though. I like the idea of it being the baseball bat finish, but I didn't see enough work on the injured arm and shoulder. I don't think he did enough damage to it. Like, as a heel, I wanted to see more. But I thought the pacing of the match was really good. I thought Darby Allin in spells did well to counter Pac.
It was better than seeing Darby Allin just get chucked around the fucking ring and bleed and and doing all these table spots, glass spots, and it was good to see Darby Allin in an actual wrestling match.
Yeah, Darby Allin is a very good amateur wrestler. But I like the fact that he was protecting himself as well. He kept trying to shield his arm, which I thought was very good. Like, I know obviously he's a fan of Sting, he's a fan of Jeff Hardy. They've had multiple matches where they've been injured like that before. They shielded themselves really well. Darby clearly pays attention to that.
Yeah, and plus Steamboat as well, when they were doing all them arm drags and stuff like that. Steamboat arm drags.
Yeah, they were picture perfect. Anything for you want to add to that match? Anything that you perhaps would have changed? Anything that you didn't like, but you did like as well from that one?
I wouldn't have finished it with the baseball bat. I would have had Pac beat Darby Allin clean without the baseball bat. Pac did come in and say, I'm going to beat Darby Allin in a wrestling match, and then he goes and cheats with the baseball bat. I didn't like the finish, really.
Yeah.
But it was an okay match, but the finish was a bit off for me.
No, that's fair. I would have liked it to finish with a brutalizer on the injured arm. Or if he'd done the black arrow on that arm as well. Like, that would have been cool. Instead of hitting the black arrow on the torso and the legs, he traps his arm in a position, he just lands right on him. That would have been really devastating. What's up, Stefan? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Josiah will probably drop in like Liverpool's form, so never.
Late.
Aye, something like that. Sorry, mate, I had to. I don't know where he is. Come on, Josiah, for God's sake.
Probably fell asleep. Like he did last night. He said to me, he said in the group chat, didn't he? He said he fell asleep halfway through the full game. I was like, okay.
Yeah, to be fair, he did. He did. We can grant him some pain and misery one way or another.
It was a good win for Pac, though. So a good win. Good win for Pac. Yeah.
It was. It certainly was indeed a good win for Pac. And speaking of good wins, but was it the right result? The Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Match, the winner decides their stipulation for the semi-finals. The Babes of Wrath, in my opinion, didn't win the match, but I actually thought they were the more glued-in team. I thought Mina Shirakawa and Timeless Tony Storm actually did well to win the match. I still insist. That's all right, Stefan. You can catch up on it. I still think, me personally, it should have been a heel tag team winning. I don't think the babyfaces should go into a match picking a stipulation.
Yeah.
So I personally think the Sisters of Sin or Penelope Ford and Megan Bain should have won this.
I've got a problem with this match. I'm gonna put out my own opinion. You can agree, you can disagree. Same with the chat as well, and just say if you can, if you're still awake.
Wait a minute. Oh, Reece, you're a twat. Carry on talking. I've just realised something. I am a fucking idiot. I've gave people points that they didn't deserve.
Yeah,
That
this match, yeah. Still won though.
That includes you. Like I gave
I know.
you an extra point. I've just noticed it. So you finish on 10. There you go. I fixed it now. There we go.
Still
So I
won,
need to... You did, yes. Which means Zodiac finishes on 9 as well. So you're the only person to go above 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had to drop everyone up. I have to drop points off people. I've only just noticed it now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so dropping from here.
I don't know why this match even happened. I'll put my opinion in a second while you finish this.
Yeah, I know, James. I've got it in the background on my phone. Marina Shafir actually, that is what she does though. She works on a slow pace.
And then it gets
She's
a bit
not-
quicker within the match. So
No, she's not a fast wrestler.
don't forget
So I
she's
actually
a
am happy.
martial arts expert, and she technically was from USC, so she's going to obviously use the slow pace in the match, isn't she? So.
Yes, exactly. I've got no issue with it.
My opinion on this match shouldn't have happened on the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I think this match should have got cancelled. It shouldn't even happen. I don't get right. A fatal four-way with all the semi-finals. The winner picks a stipulation in a tournament match, which I don't get. A bit. It just baffles me head. Four-way match with the semi-finals in a tournament match. Winner picks a stipulation for a tournament match, which just baffles my head.
I mean, it makes sense for a match to have a stipulation. Like, I get it.
In it though, it's in a tournament, which is a tag match.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I don't have an issue with that. But what I would do is I would tweak things a little bit.
I wouldn't have like a. I don't even get why they wanted to add a stipulation to the semi-final match whoever won though. It's a tournament match. I bet they're going to put a stipulation like a hardcore match or something stupid.
It's just to make it a bit more competitive, I think.
I think they should just do a tornado if they want to pick a stipulation. If they want to pick a stipulation, just do tornado with no weapons. Because I don't want any more weapons. Just do a tornado tag or something. But that's my opinion about the match. The match should have never happened, and it's a tournament. It's a tournament. We could have had these semi-final matches on the card instead of the four-way.
I agree. There we go. I'm just correcting the scores. I gave everyone an extra point by accident, so you've all been demoted. Wait, hang on, that can't. What? 3.
Nobody cares about women's wrestling. There we go. Cat's on one.
Maria actually deducted a point of view by accident, but I fixed that. There we go. Keep talking. I'm just fixing these.
Fernando, I'll get into that conversation in a minute. Because I have a problem with one thing, which is... I'll get into it soon.
Just keep going.
I'll get into it on the Kyle O'Reilly and Mark Briscoe match. I want your opinion and Josiah's if you can come in, or anyone in the chat's opinion about it.
I'm going to say something controversial. It was the best match on the show.
Like it was Mark Briscoe.
For me, it was the best match of the night. And it lived up to the fact that it was the longest match on the card, and rightly so. 1, 2, 3, 4,
25 minutes, was it?
Yeah, 25 minutes exact.
If I was going to do the best match of the night,
For me, it was.
For me, if we didn't get all those kick-out finishes of tag team finishes, FTR Brodido, but the way that they kicked out of like 3 bloody finishes, tag finishes, it kind of put me off the finish, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
If that didn't finish with loads of fucking, I'm going to kick out your tag finish 3 times, it would have been
that's
my
what pissed me off. Yeah, that's what pissed me off.
But my match of the night was...
If they didn't fanny about...
I like Kyle O'Reilly, John Moxley, me.
That match was good. If they hadn't fannied about with all those stupid kickouts... then Brodido versus FTR would have been the best match of the night. But no, they wasted time.
Yeah, Chris Statlander and Mercedes had a good match.
Yeah, that match was fun. Funny thing is, though, is I won't call a spade a spade. Like, I'm heavily critical of other promotions when it comes to over excessive finisher fests and unnecessary kickouts. I have to call it here as well. This is another example of it's just the exact same. I enjoyed the match. I just hate the ending. Like, the ending for me ruins it. It's annoying as well because the quality of the match between all 4 of them is really good.
I like the tag match, but kicking out of like 3-4 fucking tag finishes was a bit okay.
It buries the finish. I'm not making too much of a deal of it, Fernando. If this had been any other company, I didn't do the exact same thing, you'd be having a go at me. I can't seem to win. Either I'm too honest or I'm too harsh. When am I straight down the middle? Like,
if WWE was doing it, I'd say the same. AEW did last night, and I'm going to call it out.
I called out the 20-odd finishers and 30-odd signatures that happened between Cody Rhodes and Cena and what's his face, AJ Styles. I called that out, and I got called out for that as well. I was like, it's like 15 finishers and like 12 signatures. Of course, I'm going to call it out. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, F you. Attitude adjustment, phenomenal 4-round kick out, and then another kick out by another 4-round, and then F you.
And then kicking out of the muscle buster, kicking out of fade to black. All of that was getting kicked out, and I'm like, the Angel's wings. I'm like, come on. Like, that's the stuff that I love drama in a wrestling match. I love the excitement that a match can give you when it's right at the very end. But when you go from one finish kick out to then doing another 2 or 3 constantly kicking out, I'm like, that doesn't add heat to a match. It doesn't. And I'll give you another example of it doesn't add heat to a match. This is how far I'm willing to say it. The second match between Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. The entire ending is just One-Winged Angel versus Rainmaker constantly. The difference is, though, is it's One-Winged Angel that wins the match. But it's so many Rainmakers that he's kicking out of, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. But I just can't do it. I have to give the same energy every time, no matter the stipulation or the contest.
The tag team championship match was very good, but kicking out of like 4 finishes was just ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not saying the match was bad.
It doesn't make the match bad. It just makes the
match. The tag match was fucking excellent. It was just the forcing out of like finishes, kicking out at like 2 or 1 out with a tag team finish type of thing.
Catherine, there's other ways to tell a story or purpose for someone never giving up than hitting so many finishers on them. Break their bones. Like, look at Mercedes. Like, she tried to literally break the arm of Chris Statlander, that's a difference between giving up on someone. Like, that's conquest. Even like look at Moxley refusing to give up to any submission he's put in. Eventually, I had to get to the point where you're wrapping a chain around him just to weaken him. Aye.
Let's get into the John Mock. Is that the next match? On the
None. Yes. No. It's the next one's Ricochet versus Ricochet winning the gauntlet by pinning Kevin Knight.
Didn't mind it, really.
Match was fine.
Yeah, match was fine.
Yeah.
I liked it when Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin started the match and started being goofy together and started wrestling each other. That was funny. And then Ricochet came in that 3, a bit of comical because we need that in wrestling. And it was
his promo was fucking hilarious.
That was funny.
No one wants to see this wrestling goofy shit. I want to see you lot hitting haymakers. Start hitting the shit out of each other.
Then when Claudio came out, he didn't give a fuck. I was like, "Hey, come here, Ricochet. I'll give you an uppercut."
Oh, he went after him.
Like Claudio.
Ricochet's promo on Dynamite, Ricochet's promo at the start of this match proved why he should have won.
Mm.
And the other promotions were asking for Ricochet to be put into this position as well.
Yeah, Ricochet deserved this win, I think.
Like, Tony Khan clearly is listening as well to who are associated with.
You could do Ricochet versus Shelton for the belt next. You could do Ricochet versus Bobby Lashley for the belt next.
Yeah.
You could do Mike Bailey. You could do Kevin Knight.
There's plenty of opponents there for him to lose to.
So Ricochet for the title. He could go over to Japan as well. He could go over to Mexico.
It's not that he can go over; he will go over. He has to. It's part of the stipulation of the championship.
Hmm.
Like, you have to go abroad and defend it. And there are some really good matches.
And fight Zack Sabre Jr. again. Zack Sabre Jr. were like, "Why did you attack me, you little goof? I want that belt."
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Yeah, there's options there. I mean, like, you could put Mystical back into this one. You could have Atlantis Jr.
Soberano Jr. You could do Mascarado Dorado.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Ricochet's going to have, like, in terms of his title reign, maybe 3 to 6 months. I don't think it's going to go any higher than that.
Mm.
But I think when it gets to someone like Shelton Benjamin or Bobby Lashley, you will see a very long run, I think.
Mm.
But you want to have a bit of fun with this title first when you bring it in. That's why I was happy Ricochet won it.
Yeah, I didn't mind.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that he pinned Kevin Knight, it's not a bad thing. Like, it doesn't diminish Kevin Knight in any shape or form. It doesn't impact anyone else. It protects a lot more established stars.
Yeah, plus Kevin Knight's so young, when Ricochet retires, Kevin Knight will be still there. He's only like 20.
Kevin Knight's 28.
28?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ricochet's well in his 40s, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Ricochet is close to that. Kevin Knight should be next to win the national title. I think they might go for Speedball, but I wouldn't mind Kevin Knight winning it. Like, I wouldn't mind that at all.
When Claudio Castagnoli came in the ring, I was like, "Oh shit, he's your winner. He's coming in and absolutely destroying everyone." Claudio's awesome, man. I love Claudio. I just wanted, you know what I wanted tonight? Well, last night, I wanted Claudio to win this national title for a laugh. He just came in and absolutely annihilated everyone. And then
he's 37.
In the Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly match, because the Moxley tapped out and gave up, I thought that Claudio was going to come out and put a bag over his head and turn on him or something. That would have been excellent. Claudio just coming in and just putting a bag over Moxley's head. You failed the Death Riders.
Yeah.
You quit twice. You failed us and all that stuff. And then you could do Moxley and Claudio feud. And then unfortunately you could involve Eddie Kingston. Unfortunately for Reece.
Unfortunately for professional wrestling. the mannerism of him being involved in wrestling. Honestly, someone needs to just permanently injure him.
Claudio sucks eggs. That's fucking excellent. That Claudio sucks eggs.
Yeah, of course. Who's
I like
better?
the
Claudio.
I like Sheamus, but Claudio, yeah. I like the tag team back in the day,
Yeah.
the bar. That was
Yeah,
a
they
good
were a
team.
decent. Yeah, they were a decent team. For me, I think Claudio's an all-round better wrestler.
Mm.
But
not
Sheamus,
valuing Sheamus or anything, but Sheamus
Sheamus, he's better on the mic. I think Sheamus has regressed quite a bit. Like, I think he has regressed a lot, whereas Claudio hasn't. I think Claudio recognizes what he is, and he's not constantly trying to change himself up, change his style to make himself look out of place, whereas Sheamus does.
If they are going to separate the international and the continental title and separate them from the unified, I think Claudio should go for the international title. Has he ever won a singles belt instead of the Ring of Honor World title? No, he hasn't, has he?
I don't think they will separate the last thing. Like, it's under that banner. Like, it's all free. This is what makes the Continental Classic tournament, in my opinion, stupid. It shouldn't be competing for the Continental title. It's already been unified. It should just
for the AEW World title.
That's what I would do it for.
But Ricochet winning, didn't have a problem with it. It was just a match which was okay-ish. It was okay. It served a purpose.
It passed time.
It was fun. I like the Daddy Magic and Daniel Garcia. Stay down. Daddy Magic kicked fucking Daniel Garcia's ass.
I nearly fell asleep because of those two. Those two really bug me.
What? Daddy Magic and Daniel Garcia? Oh, is it?
Yeah. Every time Matt Menard speaks, I just want someone to take his voice away. And then every time I see Daniel Garcia, I wish I was blind. Because he is awful.
Appreciate it, Roshin.
Like, he bugs me in that way, like...
Okay, we'll get into the...
See you later, Roisin.
What's next? No Holds Barred, Kyle O'Reilly, John Moxley. And after we've reviewed this, I'm going to put my opinion on something that I want your opinion on. I want the chat's opinion. And if that idiot can get in the bloody chat and stop sleeping and watching shitty ass rugby, come on, get in the chat, boy.
Go on then, you can have this one then.
Alright. I want everyone's opinion on this, and I want yours and Reese's and Josiah if he's watching. Right. What's everyone's opinion about blood in AEW? Do you think they do it a bit too much, or do you not mind?
I've always said about blood, for me, blood has a purpose in wrestling, and when used to its purpose, it's an absolute brilliant elevation of a match.
Right. What about the chat? Do you like the blood in AEW, or do you think it's a bit too much? Do you think it needs to be toned down a bit? Because me personally, if it's a no holds barred or like Kyle O'Reilly and Moxley, I'm wanting blood in a no holds barred match, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed blood in a no holds barred. Right?
It's purpose. It's like I say, it's purpose for me. It's purpose built.
And the no disqualification, you're obviously wanting blood in that match, aren't you?
Yes.
And the main event of a cage, you're wanting blood in that match, aren't you?
Yes.
So in a singles match, would you want blood?
No.
In a normal match? Standard?
No.
So why are people online moaning about singles matches being in blood? Or there's too much blood? It's a no disqualification cage and no holds barred match. You're going to get blood in those three matches.
I think it's just those are the elements of. I think those are the sorts of matches where it absolutely makes sense. And there's matches where, we're just going to bleed for saying's sake. That takes away the draw of the match. Whereas if I'm in a cage match, as you say, or to be fair, there's another match concept with two matches, I think blood's perfect for. Blood is perfect for an Iron Man match. Not like gushing blood, but I mean like scrapes, cuts, and bruises, because obviously your body's weared out after an hour. It makes sense to have like a bit of blood or anything like that,
Yeah.
or an I Quitter / submission matches.
Should they space out the matches when they actually going to do blood? Because we saw Kyle O'Reilly and Moxley in a no holds barred, and then following that, there's no disqualification with Matt Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher. We had two blood matches against each other. In my opinion, that should be spaced out within the card. So to
me personally, I would have put. I would have put the TNT title before the cage. Or actually, no, to be fair, that doesn't work either. I would have put the TNT title before the women's title match. So it gives you the trios title space in between.
In the Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley match, we saw blood, didn't we? And then the next match was the disqualification match in TNT, and then we got blood again. So I was thinking to myself, right? I don't want to shit on these two matches because they were both excellent, right? But can we not like space these matches out so we're not getting two blood matches against each other after another? You know what I mean?
Well, there were 7 people that bled last night in total.
I don't mind people bleeding in stipulation.
No, those are matches. Like there were 7 people bleeding in total from Full Gear.
Was the Chris Statlander and apparently didn't Mercedes Moné bleed?
No.
She didn't bleed?
No.
No, that's a good thing. Because I saw some blood in that match.
It might have been the elbow, but that was it.
Right.
But it was nothing like serious.
You're late, Josiah. Did you enjoy rugby?
Yeah, it's still going on actually.
PPE rugby, get it right.
What's your opinion on the blood in AEW? Do you agree with it? Does it need to stop? Does it need to tone down a bit, or what?
I mean, I feel like it's just the same for any wrestling promotion. The use of blood has to really enhance the story. It can't just be thrown around in every match just for the sake of, oh, here's blood just for this.
Do you think these two matches should have been separated around the card instead of against each other?
I think that the women's title match should have been earlier in the show.
Yeah, but we got 2 matches against each other, though, didn't we? We had Kyle O'Reilly versus John Moxley, and then after that...
I think that's what he's meaning, though. Is like, if the women's title had been earlier in the show, you might have got one of these matches later in the show, which would have actually spaced out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 2 bloody matches against each other.
So I think what Josiah is saying is accurate as well.
Mm.
To be fair, I agree, because you look at what match they followed and what match they preceded as well. Statlander and Mercedes Moné did well, but they were in a difficult situation.
You know why we get blood in AEW? Because it's an alternative to WWE. When was the last time we got blood in WWE? None.
The last time that they had blood that I can actually remember.
Drew McIntyre and Hell in a Cell.
Jey made himself bleed.
Yeah.
The last time I saw blood in WWE was the Hell in a Cell between Punk and McIntyre, which is a Hell in a Cell. You're going to see blood. But WWE's Hell in a Cell matches, you don't really see blood because it's
watered down. It's not even called Hell in a Cell anymore. It should be called now, in my opinion, Sleep in the Cage. Same with what's his face. The elimination chamber now is the biggest pussy match in wrestling. That used to be barbaric. Now it's literally just, let's all play. It's an absolute shithole. And this is what WWE does. They get their hardcore brilliant matches and then they turn them into watered down pussy matches. And you know who you can thank for that? Triple H. You can thank him for it.
Yeah, thanks for everyone in the chat for your own opinions. Your opinions matter in here, and
I would say that they ruined the chamber and the cell matches before Triple H even took over.
Oh, he's made it extra sure that they'll never be as good again. He's made it extra careful. I hate that. Like, imagine you've got you call it the elimination chamber. You got to beat the shit out of someone to get rid of them, and then what do we do? Oh yeah, just have a wrestling match. No,
Yeah, the Elimination Chamber structure's well changed since it came in, because in the 2003, 2002, about at least what?
Up until 20, up
I'm
until
very-
20, you're looking to about 2014, 15. It's been
Yeah,
down
the
ever since.
Elimination Chamber is not brutal like it used to be. It's fucking garbage.
It is awful, but
That's my opinion about the two matches being against each other and blood after blood. The two matches are just been spaced out of it.
Mm.
And
I understood the need for it. I didn't mind it.
got too much blood in the AEW. It's because we don't see it in WWE. That's why I call AEW is called the alternative.
It actually filled up the reality of the show. It made the show alive as well. Like there's a tone to it that's consistent throughout.
And in the main event, did you see Joe? He was gushing bad.
A genuine fact, Samoa Joe has got everything that a performance center wrestler will never have. Psychology, timing, understanding of the business, and a proper work ethic. No one that's come out of that performance center will ever have the career or be on the level of Samoa Joe. Ever. In their life.
So the Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley match was, in my opinion, was I liked the match. I think it was the match of the night for me. Plus Kyle O'Reilly tapping John Moxley out again twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should get a really good match after that.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was
probably
good.
TNT Championship maybe against Matt Briscoe or something. I don't know.
Well, they're both in the same fight. That doesn't really make sense. Then.
Yeah.
Could be like a.
Maybe he could go for the national title now that Ricochet's got that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with two friends just slugging it out for a title?
Well, judging by what happened last night, is one got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
I won't mind Kyle O'Reilly versus Matt Briscoe. Just two friends kicking the shit out of each other with mutual respect. I'm not bothered about that one. I like that one.
Swerve is better than him now, Fernando.
The national title is probably going to be with, like, I don't know, Ricochet, Shelton, Bobby Lashley, Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight type of guys.
It'll be the same people feuding for the national title. There's AEW, which isn't helpful.
And then all these guys will probably go to CMLL or New Japan. Hopefully they will, because that's what the fucking title says. So if they don't do that,
they will. It's obligated. It's an obligation. They have to.
Yeah, but they said that about the international title. I thought, fuck it, this is just skin thing.
Well, Takeshi defended it. Yeah, at Wrestle Kingdom last year.
Yeah, he won the other belt half each year, I think it was.
Pulisic is a baller. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anything else you want to talk about the Kyle O'Reilly match?
Yeah, the Moxley fans need to get a grip over the whole you tapped out thing. It's just something that happens, and they need to get over it.
I agree. That actually was depressing. Like, just listen to them. It's depressing.
You tapped out chant. Do you know what a chant that pisses me off?
The what chant? We want tables chant. The shitty yeet chant.
It's a fucking annoying.
These are the fans that should be neutralized from wrestling.
The tables, we want the tables chant's annoying.
The "This is awesome" chant is crap as well.
They fight forever.
That chant as well is embarrassing. That chant's embarrassing.
Kyle versus Samoa Joe, won't mind that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
If they're going to push Kyle O'Reilly to that, then I won't mind. He did beat John Moxley, the ace of AEW, and he tapped him out twice, so I'd definitely give him a title shot. So,
we'll see.
I'm actually interested to see who Joe's first opponent will be, because I'm not convinced that it's going to be Swerve.
I don't either.
Don't forget World's End for now. Jeffrey's going to come out and say, "Yeah, dickhead, I want that shot." What I said on the predictions.
That's if he goes for it. That's the thing. But that's the only difference. That's the only thing.
Samoa Joe to win. No one's like, "Oh, Hangman's going to retain." I was like, Samoa Joe's going to win. MJF's going to come out on a Dynamite and say, "I want Samoa Joe at World's End."
There's no guarantee that MJF beats Samoa Joe as well, though.
Yeah, but it's a year long
2 years.
story.
2 years.
It's 2 years. It's 2
We
years.
don't have stories.
Yeah,
Joe
it's 2 years ago.
Now, last year's World End, MJF was champion. Samoa Joe beat MJF this year. Joe's the champ. MJF comes in and wins the title of Joe. 1 year in the making of a storyline. But people online
It was 2 years ago. It wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago.
Last year's World End was John Moxley versus that absolute moron Orange Cassidy.
The story's there. For MJF to beat Samoa Joe is, like Fernando said in the chat, revenge for MJF to beat Joe.
I still think the way they'll do it. I don't think it will be MJF. And people,
MJF just comes in with a fucking suit, says, "Joe, I want you at World's End." Boom.
If MJF beats him, by the way, then I want Odin apology for or just rush someone in and win a title. I expect one. If it happens, I expect an apology. And I don't need to say why. People should be smart enough to know why. I think if you look at it, does he really need to go straight for a World's End? No. Should he? It's not a bad idea if he does.
Well, I mean, he's got to show up first, which is neither here nor there.
MJF taking the title from Hangman was a better story. No. There's parallels. I think when you look at the story...
If it was a double or nothing, I would have said yes, but it's World's End, so no.
It doesn't matter what... Like, the pay-per-view doesn't matter. Like, the pay-per-view makes no difference. It's the actual repercussion of the match that makes the difference. So, quite frankly, MJF could cash in for Revolution, or he could cash in for Double or Nothing. He can go for All In next year if he wants to. It doesn't make a difference. The difference is how far you're actually willing to go to stretch it, or where actually is the moment.
Kyle Fletcher match next, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Kyle Fletcher will be some point next year. He will be world champion, and he will beat the Ace to become champion. If you actually look at circumstances, I think Kyle Fletcher will beat Ospreay for the world title. I don't think he's going to get a long run. People are thinking, well, Ospreay's going to get a long title reign when he eventually gets it. I don't. He's another one. He's a better chaser than he is champion. And his IWGP world title run proved it.
All right, I'm going to say this. Hangman's a better chaser. Joe's a better person to put somebody over when he has a belt. When Joe has a belt, he likes to put somebody over.
Joe makes the title feel right.
With like, what, 2 defenses over his belt. He just likes to put people over, Joe. That's why I keep saying MJF is coming in, calling his shot at World's End like a year in advance, because the last time Joe and MJF was against each other was at World's End.
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago in the making, and people say online that AEW don't create stars or don't create stories. There's your 2 year in advance freaking storyline. MJF finally conquers Samoa Joe.
I actually think the better story is MJF doesn't conquer Samoa Joe. It's a better story. Failing to beat that one person, but you have to go a different way to win the title, is still an effective means to becoming champion. Quite frankly, me personally, MJF, every time he faces Samoa Joe, he should lose. is actually much more effective for someone. It actually benefits. And I can give you a perfect example of someone who kept losing the same opponent and became better than what they are. Actually, there's a very obvious example of the best out there. Fucking hell, he's dropped again.
It's on that Burger King Wi-Fi.
Yep. Burger King Wi-Fi. But look at Hangman's title reign. How is that annoying when it's shown?
Yeah, Hangman's better than chasing the title than defending it.
It's not a bad thing. There's better people that are better being a champion. Like, look at, I'm actually here's someone who literally said they were a better chaser than they were a champion. Taker said he was a better chaser than he was a champion. Sting said in an interview, "I'm a better chaser than I am a champion." Like, there's just some people who just love the thrill of
WWE who's technically like Hangman, and some people in this chat doesn't like him, which is ridiculous. But it's your own opinion. Same with Reece. I don't think he likes him, but it's his own opinion. But what about Sami Zayn as a good? He's a good chaser.
Chaser, yeah. As a champion, hell no.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What Sami Zayn is, a chaser. Same thing for Hangman.
There's always great wrestlers that are great one way. I'm actually going to say something as well, and this is actually something for me I'm a shock to say. The Rock was a better chaser than he was champion. And I'm a big Rock fan. I'm a big Rock fan. Bret Hart was brilliant at being a chaser and champion though. Because Bret Hart had the mentality to be a good champion and a good chaser. To be fair, seeing circumstance, Randy Savage was a good chaser and a good champion. Ric Flair was a great champion and chaser. Like, there's some wrestlers that are good at doing both, and there's some that are better at one or the other.
So that he's the greatest ever chaser, isn't he?
I mean, Kurt Angle, AJ, they were great on both sides. AJ for the first, when it was just the NWA title for TNA, AJ held it.
When he chased that WWE title.
Yeah, AJ held the NWA title 4 times, I think.
Matt Briscoe's a good chaser as well. He might lose that title like that.
Yeah, making my point though. Like, AJ held it 4 times. He didn't get long runs, but he had some decent defenses. But he always got the right moment to pass on. But when he eventually became more experienced, more older, more seasoned, he became a brilliant champion and chaser. But
So
there's some who can do that.
Shall we talk about Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher? No disqualification. Had Briscoe lost, he would have joined the Don Callis NWO family. The Don Callis family.
Ric Flair when he had to chase the title from Dusty, when he had to chase it from Harley Race, when he had to chase it from Sting the first time, and when he had to chase it from Vader, and then to be fair, he was chasing Hogan a few times, and then he had to chase it from who was the other one? Oh yeah, Steamboat. He did win it 60 times, but he still had to chase it. He still had to chase it. This was the best match on the show. Like, without a doubt, this is the best match on the card.
I like that spot where it was on top of the rope. I think it was a suplex or something, or some sort of move.
Yeah.
And that table spot was excellent. I've never seen that in my life.
I thought they were quite brave in this match.
I was like, what the hell? I've never seen that in my life.
Like, the reason why I say that is because they were going to do a brainbuster on a screwdriver.
Yeah, I was like I was wincing. Me, I was like, oh no, don't do that for fuck's sake.
There's limits to how far you can go, and I'm sorry, but an exposed screwdriver to do a brainbuster is honestly mental. Like, it's mental.
Yeah.
But the match was exciting. And to be fair, Maria, that is your opinion. I like Statlander versus Mercedes. It was a very good match. The fundamentals in that sound.
I forgot to change I changed my bloody opinion. You know when you say you could change a match? Should have never done it.
Yeah,
Still
you
won.
changed it. Yeah, you changed it and
Yeah, last minute.
dropped the point. You fud.
It's all right, Josiah. You can probably win the title next month. I'll look after it for you.
Yeah.
I'll look after
The same way I looked after my tag teams.
Oh, you cocky bugger. Quality.
The thing is, though, Josiah, I'm not a tag guy.
Clearly not. Because when it came, but you're clearly not a singles because I battered you yesterday.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, it was an official referee assignment.
I didn't even watch the episode. So Reece was the referee. I think that was the E-Fed version of the Montreal's fucking screw job.
Trust me, in the match that I gave you both, a Montreal screw job wasn't possible.
Reece was the referee, probably, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was the referee.
It's the SWA screw job. I'm going to call it that now. I'm just going to tweet it out now, guys. Yeah, the SWA screw job.
And funnily enough, we all had a match after that, and I won that one too. Now,
and then you got your ass kicked after that for that result. But to be fair, I was the referee. You two faced each other in a 2-out-3 falls Hell in a Cell match. I was very fair until you didn't leave the cage, and then I put you both through the cage. If anything, I got involved, like the good referee that I am.
You know why I escaped? You know why I escaped through the cage? Because
Sure.
I knew
you're a coward.
I didn't need a lackey like Josiah. I'm a singles guy, not a lackey for Josiah. Hey, listen,
And like I said, how did that work out yesterday?
I don't need a lackey like Josiah.
You're that much of a lackey that you got pinned twice by him. You got Panama Sunrise in the middle of the ring twice.
Like I said, I smell a screw job.
There was no screw job. James is my witness.
It.
Nah, James is my witness. There was no screw job.
Mate, fucking was. You're the referee. It's a bit sus, that, bro.
I was the fair referee. I wanted to see what would happen.
Screw job, the SWA screw job.
It was a fair match. I'll even tell you where it started. You can.
I should also mention your character put his hands on the back. So.
Yeah. And to be fair, your character did strike me. You struck the referee.
Yeah, because I knew that the referee's an ass crack.
No, the referee was fair. You struck the official.
Yeah,
So the referee took it upon himself to hit you with a German suplex.
Yeah.
Josiah got it as well. Josiah got it as well. Josiah, just no. Josiah, you got a signature move done to you. Josiah got hit by a finisher.
Point proven. SWA.
And I didn't even do anything.
VAR. We need VAR.
I got attacked for no reason, so you can't call it a screw job. I didn't do anything.
I just said had to be even. Equality breeds good wrestling. Apparently. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, to be fair, we've got another thing to talk later on in the show, anyway, which everyone else will like. But anyway, what I wanted to say, this is a good thing. The reason why this match for me was match of the night was more than just what there was a few excessive finishers as well. I admit it does take it away a little bit, but the quality of wrestling between Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher has taken both to a different level. Like they've raised themselves. A lot, which is really good. My only problem that I have now is when you have Kyle Fletcher drop this title to Mark Briscoe, the first thing he does is declare himself the Continental Classic. Already you're putting 3 members at button heads with each other. Eventually, one of them has to be kicked out of the faction quickly. They can't slow the kick out now. They need to make that motion now. But overall, I thought the pace was very good. I thought the match quality was excellent. And I don't think either man did anything other than protect the other. Like, there was a lot of good wrestling and the barbaric stuff as well. It was a balanced matchup.
Do you think we get another match with Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher? Because aren't they tied?
No.
I don't think so, no.
How many matches have they won against each other, though? That's the thing. Is it 2-2 now or something?
Yeah, but this was basically Mark Briscoe's last match with Kyle, though. That's why the whole "if you lose, you have to join the Don't Catch Anthony" thing was there.
The stipulation was a bit fucking sus, wasn't it? Obviously, Mark Briscoe wasn't going to lose.
Yeah,
but the stipulation, in a sense, wasn't really a stipulation for the match. It was more so in exchange for actually giving Briscoe one more match.
Yeah, but the stipulation just told you that Mark Briscoe was going to win. Really, if you look at it. Mark Briscoe wasn't losing this match.
Yeah, that's the right decision. Fucking idiot. I was just watching this penalty decision. It's the correct
Into penalty.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He stands on him. Like he stands on his foot. It's going to be 1-1.
Well, you know, Chalanoglu's never going to miss a penalty, so you can put that as 1-1 now.
I don't know if it is two I'm taking or
He's like the Turkish Bruno Fernandes when it comes to penalties.
Pavlovic shouldn't have stood on him.
Yeah,
See, the thing is, though,
it's loads of penalties.
it's Chalanoglu taking it. Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, so he's going to score.
Chalanoglu is an absolute demon. He's only missed one of his last 5 penalties, though. Chalanoglu. But he is an absolute weapon from set piece. He's one of the best in the world at ending like a free kick or a penalty. Keep talking though.
About the Matt Briscoe Kyle O'Reilly match. What do you think's next for Kyle O'Reilly? I mean, Matt Briscoe.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly against Matt Briscoe for the TNT title.
Kyle Fletcher faced Matt Briscoe.
Oh! Save! Fucking beauty. He was classic Leverkusen. Yes, he was. And Schalke. It's the first time I've seen him when he played for Schalke. That was a beautiful penalty save. Yes, right, carry on. Yeah, I think Kyle O'Reilly's going to end up in... I think Kyle O'Reilly will be in the TNT title division. Kyle Fletcher will move into the world title picture now. Logical for him. He'll lose to Takeshita, I think, in the semi-finals of the Continental Classic.
Yeah, there's a story there for you. Okada against who, though?
I mean, to be fair, in my opinion, Okada's the Continental Champion. He shouldn't have to wrestle anyone. He should just be in the final as the person coming for him.
Yeah, but we all know it's like the G1, the champion has to be in it because whatever.
Oh yeah, I think he'll be Okada.
One thing I do like about the Continental Classic is the fact that the champion is actually defending the title in the tournament.
Yeah, I think Okada will defend it the whole way through. I think Okada will win the Continental Classic, and he'll beat Takeshita in the World's End.
I don't think so. I think Takeshita beats Okada.
I hope he does. I hope Okada does win, just for the sake of I want him to win because then it'll fuel Takeshita to come back even more to go. I'm not having.
I think Takeshita's going to win because that's going to open the door to him losing at Wrestle Kingdom.
That is another possibility, though, which isn't a bad thing.
Because I'm thinking the way I see it is if Okada beats Takeshita, then I can see Takeshita beating Suchi at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. There's a lot to play for.
I think Takeshita beats Okada and Suji beats Takeshita at Wrestle Kingdom.
Like, they're only a week apart.
Huh?
Like, World's End and Wrestle Kingdom are only like it's not even it's like a week apart, time wise. I think it's only like if to that.
Who do you think is going to be?
But what date is World's End?
December 27th.
Takeshita. Who do you think is going to be in the
Yeah,
Continental
8 days apart.
Some names anyway. I'm going to give some names for what I think should be in the Continental Classic.
If you say Orange Cassidy, you're getting dropped from the stream.
No, I won't be saying stupid fucking names, you dick.
So if you
I'm
say
going to go with obviously the three that have already been announced.
He's going to be in it, though.
Takeshita, Okada, Fletcher, Pac, Claudio, Brody King.
Just put the Don Callis family in the death ranks in it, and whoever wins, wins.
yeah, pretty much.
So Okada, Takeshita, Fletcher, Pac, Claudio, Brody
Wild.
King, Bandido, Shelton
Oh.
Benjamin. I'd like to be in it.
I want to see a
Bobby
wild
Lashley.
card.
Not Bobby
And
Lashley.
Ricochet. I want to see Ricochet, yeah.
I want to see Josh Alexander in the semi-finals. But to be fair, I think the Continental Classic is a good way to bring back Jay White, though. This
Yeah,
should be
I was
the
going
blow-off
to say,
match, yeah.
that all depends on if he's actually cleared to come back now.
Well, he is ready. I suppose it's just if they're going to. Let's have a look.
So yeah, I'll
Terms
probably go with Brody King, Bandido, Claudio, the three that have been announced.
Oh, okay, that's
Unfortunately,
actually not...
we'll get Daniel Garcia probably in it.
Ugh.
Eddie Kingston will be in it because he's been in it before. Unfortunately for Reece.
Yeah.
The first ever winner.
Would you put Moxley in it? No. I want him to go on a fucking break, to be fair. Josh Alexander might be in it.
Tony Khan needs to tell John Moxley, you've done a good job, now fuck off.
Omega.
Omega, no.
Omega can't do it. His body won't hold up for that anymore.
Yeah, probably. I think he should be in the trios with the Young Bucks, maybe. Well, that's just me.
He should on Dynamite say thanks for all your help, but I don't need you or trust you, so just go away. That's what he should do. That's
Yeah, I want him to stay with
Roderick
Jack
Strong
Express.
in the Continental Classic.
Roddy Strong in the tournament is perfect. I'm happy with Roddy
Yeah.
Strong in it.
Really useless.
Unfortunately, yeah, he probably will be though.
But then they can't have both Wheeler and Danny in it. It has to be one of them. They can't both be in it.
I think it'll be Wheeler Utah.
They might be in separate blocks. Wheeler in another one and Garcia in the other one.
No, but I'm talking about from like an entertainment purpose. They can't both be in it.
Right, why not?
I mean, he has a fair point.
Because they both.
So
If you want people to actually pay attention to this, you can't have them in.
So you're
I
saying
agree.
that Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta suck, so they're not allowed to be in the tournament?
Yes.
Yeah. Because my whole thing is, if you want people to pay attention to this tournament, you can't have two absolute bozos in it. You can't.
That's like it's like the World Tag
Yeah, but
League.
in all tournaments, you have those.
It's like putting Shota Umino and Ren Narita in the tag team and expecting people to catch.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
you're saying like these two bozos, you don't want them in the tournament, but our tournament's meant to have those so-called bozos in the tournament to take the L's.
Yeah, but they like there's when you watch a tournament, right? You're not just watching for the winners and losers. You're actually watching for who can be the next exciting wrestler that you can get behind. Who can be the next top level that you can build behind. If you're watching a tournament and you see morons like Daniel Garcia, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler fucking useless, and all the, to be fair, even fucking Hook, if that moron is in the tournament as well, you put all of them in it
Well, they put
instantly.
Dan
Danhausen as well. He's another one, but he's not back, thankfully. But you have a tournament with say 4 of those names in it. Instantly,
No, I
you're
just put
thinking, I'm out.
Useless and Daniel Garcia in it. You need a tournament for people to take L's. That's what I'm getting at. Just
I would
because you
rather-
don't like the people Doesn't
But they
mean
don't
have to
offer
go
anything,
in the
though.
tournament, though, that's the thing.
But they don't offer anything though.
And plus,
Well,
if you've got Patrick Claudia, why do you need the other two in there?
Storyline in AEW, so
It's not.
the
But it's not.
Booker-
But that's not a story though. It's not an enjoyment factor. It's a watching
Yeah, but what
Daniel
I'm trying to
Garcia.
say that Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia was in quote unquote AEW's biggest storyline with the Death Riders. If Tony Khan didn't say, "Oh, these are quote unquote garbage," they wouldn't have been in the toppest storyline in AEW, quote unquote.
Sympathy booking is what
I would just have. I just have Packy and Claudia be in the tournament and have Wheeler and Danny be mocked as slaves for the month.
Exactly. Much better. Save the tournament for the actual wrestlers, not the frauds pretending to be wrestlers.
For an example, in G1 Climax history, you had Toriano in fucking G1 Climaxes.
At least he doesn't suck. He doesn't suck
Yeah,
the life.
he's entertaining.
Yeah, but
I hate Toriano as a wrestler, but at least he's entertaining.
That's pretty much your opinion, though. Shota Unamo's in G1 Climaxes, and you hate him.
Yeah, and I wish he wasn't.
Maybe those talents are in the G1 to take L's.
But he doesn't.
Shota's not in tournaments to take L's.
Shota's in tournaments to win them because Gedo is an absolute cuck for Shota Umino. Look at the amount of wins that Shota gets.
It's funny, he's in the tournaments to win, but yet Gedo still doesn't actually have the balls to book him to win this.
That's why I've got a sad feeling about World Tag League, although to be fair, right now the team I want to win are actually doing really well. But I'm fucking terrified for... The fact is, like, Shota will drag Yuya down with him.
Makeshift team, which is weird.
David Finlay and Hiromu Takahashi are the best team in the tournament.
That's comical. That's fucking hilarious. When he starts throwing the shit, throwing Hiromu moves and shit, that's fucking hilarious. Hiromu's there on the ground, can't even speak or anything. David Finlay's like, "Are you all right?" And he just says, "Yeah, he's all right, guys. Yeah, he's all right."
It's because he was knocked out. That was funny.
He was fucking knocked out.
Like, that was funny.
Yeah,
but that's also an element of they actually work well together. You can actually see some really good connection between those two, and it stands out. And we're not even at that bit yet.
So hopefully, my opinion is gets through to your bloody heads that Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta might be in the Continental Classic. I know you hate them, but they will be in it, probably.
If they are, and I say this respectfully, if they are, and they get longer than 5-minute matches, I'm going to personally hunt down Tony Khan. I'm going to personally hunt him down. Because no one wants to see that. It'll be an absolute.
I'll just give Evil the address to AEW's headquarters.
We need to get a hold of Evil. Actually, we need to we need to give Evil an email.
Yeah, we need to get him on the show.
I swear to fucking God, like bring an English translator.
Yeah, wonderful. He speaks English. He understands English. Yeah.
I bet he would probably take the piss out of us.
Yeah.
Evil,
we'll
what's
take
your
the piss
plans
out of
for
Temple for Skywalker.
It's just Evil sitting there. Evil, what's your plans for 2026?
Losing to a rookie at Wrestle Kingdom.
No understand English. It's the best thing that someone says.
I've actually got a big feeling that he might beat Aaron Wolf now. I don't know why I didn't.
What are you doing, Evil, at Wrestle Kingdom? Well, I'm just going to go put over a rookie who pretty much.
Evil's already Booker of the Year, and he's probably going to end up being Wrestler of the Year in 2026. He's a gold standard.
Skywalker's an amazing face, didn't they? Because that's what fucking put his mask off.
You as well need to cam your tits, by the way. Having a go at me the other day.
Why, what?
Ooh, where's the fucking praise for Shun Skywalker? Where's the praise? Fucking collective praise is what I gave, and you couldn't accept it. It's fucking
if
pessimism.
Skywalker wasn't that good, do you think he would be facing Evil on his event?
I still praised him as a collective, and you got fucking insulted by it. It was It was fucking hilarious. I showed it to one of my pals at work. I was pissing myself. I was just sitting there laughing, like, what's this? Like, my pal's fucking arguing with me. It was fucking hilarious.
Don't worry, guys. Us three do like each other. It's just like discussions, opinions, isn't it?
But I do agree with what you said though, at the end of the point though, where it's like, oh, people are ignoring them. I was like, well, if you actually look at it, I didn't. I said I praised them as a collective, but I praised Evil singularly as well because it was his event. He booked it. You have to give him singular praise, but as a collective, everybody on that show was phenomenal. Like,
quick, someone in the chat tell Catherine that the Chiefs won. She'll get a kick out of that.
You're praised, Josiah.
Love it. Anyway, I think considering what we got at Full Gear, obviously there's still a few matches we have to go through, but I think as a whole, it's not as bad a pay-per-view as people are saying it is, just because results didn't go their way.
Yeah, people moaning about too much fucking blood in AEW. It's like, come on, mate, it's fucking no disqualifications and fucking stipulation matches. You're gonna get blood.
As a match event, it gave the viewers what they wanted. And an example of gave the viewers what they wanted, I know those cocksuckers won because the NFL can't let them have a losing record. Look at Catherine coming in with corruption in sport.
No, to be fair, there is corruption in that sport.
Oh, there always is. There's corruption in every sport.
Yeah.
A match where people got what they wanted, a bit of enjoyment, a bit of excitement. $1 million was up for grabs, and it went exactly as I said it would. It did until the Bucks ruined it. We were already there.
Yeah,
like
but
the Bucks,
and then we got a reunion of the Elite,
which we don't want.
For the 1,000th fucking time.
The Bucks and Josh Alexander respectfully out-wrestled Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. They out-wrestled them. Beat them decisively in under 20 minutes. It was a good match. The Bucks get their entry fee taken off them. And then the bastards drop the money and help Kenny Omega. No, bitch. Leave him alone. Just leave him be. Fucking
Are
don't
you guys
ruin it.
fed up of the Elite just reuniting every 2 years?
Yes.
Or something? Aren't
Yeah,
you
I'm fed up with wrestling, period. So, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but I think where they're going is the Elite Jurassic Express versus the Don Callis family. That's what I'm thinking that's going to happen.
What are you going to do it with? Stadium Stampede? Are you going to kill Kenny Omega live on telly?
Oh, they might do.
Probably.
They probably do that, Stampede.
I don't know what you can get from it. Like
No,
if you put that together, I get it. But if you do that match, Don Callis family versus Jurassic Elite or whatever they're going to call it, actually that probably will be it. If you do that together, where are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? Does it have to be Does it have to be an extreme gimmick match, or can it just be a simple? Oh, here's a 5-on-5 elimination. Oh wait, that's not being used anymore by the company that claimed it first. We can do that.
Yeah, but the company that does the 5-on-5s don't do the 5-on-5s. Then again,
that's what I just said.
Spoiler alert.
They could do a $10 million target.
$10 million tag.
Yeah, spoiler alert. They did a 5-on-5 on SmackDown that's been taped. You know them geeks who spoil results?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not watching.
I don't watch SmackDown, but I hate those people who put out fucking taped shows and say, "Oh, this is who won and this is who won." I was like, I'm not even fucking watched it yet.
I mean, to be honest, I don't mind it because it just saves me 3 hours of my life.
I know that I know that the Miz versus LA Knight's been taped for SmackDown. I know that because someone also said that.
Guess who's in the semi-finals? If you want some spoilers, guess who's in the semi-finals of the John Cena tournament?
Yeah, the Miz and LA Knight.
I'm gonna guess Gunther, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and
Jey Uso's in the semis, Reece. How do you feel?
Is he facing Gunther at least?
Yeah, he's facing Gunther.
I'm not surprised at that. I'm not surprised that Mark Mero version 2 and DUI Uso is against each other in a semi-final. I ain't surprised.
That's the third time this year that they faced. No, the fourth time this year that they faced each other one-on-one.
Yeah, and every single match will be the same. Absolute stinker.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to say something controversial, and I don't care. Gunther
I
right now.
don't.
I was going to say, and I'll let you come out. See, in terms of top wrestlers in the world, Gunther doesn't deserve to be in the conversation anymore.
No.
Like as
You know what? I say this all the time about Gunther.
The semi-final was Jey Uso, LA Knight, and Gunther and Penta. You know who the final is, don't you?
I say this all the time about Gunther. It's weird. He's a good wrestler, but his matches are boring, basically.
Yeah. That's Gunther for you. Penta beats Finn Balor, I'm pretty sure. You've done that in the last episode.
Yeah.
Also, you know what? This might sound weird, but I actually want Jey Uso to beat Gunther just because I don't want to see Gunther versus John Cena.
Yeah, I've got the semi-finals here. Well, the quarterfinals that have been already be taped. Jey Uso beat Rusev. Fucking Jesus Christ.
So who replaced Sheamus then?
The Miz.
The Miz, but he lost to Uso in the first round, which didn't make sense to me.
What's the point then?
The Miz basically did Big Boss Man at the Deadly Game tournament.
Yeah,
he got
and I don't understand that. What's the point in bringing someone who lost in the tournament just for them to lose again?
You know what I would do?
Like, if you're gonna do that, you need to let the person that you've re-entered the tournament win.
Right. You know what I would do with these if Sheamus was injured? The losers from the first round in a battle royal, the winning faces. Yeah, there you go. There's some logic in booking there, guys.
Why would you reward them though?
We've got another stream booth person on Twitch, by the way.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm going after them. And to answer your question, Glenn, no one wants to see the chops.
No.
Without
chops, no speed, no stupid movement.
Alright, let's get into the. Let's still talk about the elite and the 1 million shares. Right?
Apparently, Real Madrid are losing 2-1 to El Chepe.
They are, and Inter Milan have literally got 2 minutes to try and get an equaliser, which is not going to happen.
That's funny.
That's
what happens when you're up against the best team in Italy.
Right, let's continue with what Reece was saying about this $1 million match.
Yeah, like this was a match where it gave people what they wanted. All round basis, it was a good match. The pacing was good. Omega was fine because it protects them in the trios environment. Overall, the match is good. My only thing, though, is you've reunited the elite for the umpteenth time. We don't need...
So where did the money end up going? Where did the money end up going?
Don Callis took it and gave it to Hechicero.
So the Bucks are broke again.
Hechicero was going to buy a mansion in Mexico.
No, he's good. No, they'll probably, because Don Callis is weird. Because Don Callis is weird, right? He'll probably say that Hechicero's now bought his permanent residency in the US.
No, you know what would be funny? Let me just say something. You know what would be hilarious?
Josiah pinning you to a street falls again.
Right, we'll just fuck off with that bullshit. No one cares about that. Really. Right, you know what would be well funny with this money? I'm gonna put it out there for everyone in this universe, right? Everyone watching, right? What about Don Callis gives this $1 million to Andrade to close out the issues? What about that one? How funny
he's going to need a lot more money than that.
Yep, exactly.
I just thought that would be hilarious. Why don't you just why don't the Don Callis family keep winning all these fucking money matches so Andrade can actually be on TV then?
It's because the Bucks are in it. That's why they keep being in them. There's no other alternative.
I just thought that would be funny if all the money was to see Andrade on TV.
this should be realistically the end of the money matches now. Like, they've served their purpose. Like, they have served their purpose. They've been a good laugh when the Bucks are involved. Now it's time to just pass them on and leave it be.
I know they will probably do one more though, won't they? Because the Don Callis family's got the money. Where's fucking Fingers half? Where's the Young Bucks half? Because they've reunited with Kenny Omega. Young Bucks will be like, "Where's my half of the money?" And they'll end up fighting over that in a ladder match or something. Stupid.
Yeah, I've got no interest in the money match anymore. Like I said, they've served their purpose. Now it's time to go and do other things.
We're going to get one more because Young Bucks have reunited with the young Kenny Omega in that, and they're going to fight over that fucking bag of 1 million, aren't they? In a ladder match, isn't it?
Yeah, but they won't though. They've done that. They won't do it again. They'll find something else to do and still ruin it. There's no need for it. There, fuck off at my stream. Anyway, moving on. The second longest match on the card, which Catherine won't like, but it's a fact. The second longest.
5 minutes, 23.5.
23:05, correct. Statlander versus Mercedes Moné. Well, I'll call it one-arm Statlander. One-arm Stat versus Mercedes Moné. Women's World title match. This match, bell to bell, was excellent. This match also has the right person won, but people now need to shut the fuck up about Mercedes Moné. I don't want to hear any more moaning about her now. Like, she's proven that she doesn't just win championships, she actually puts people over. She puts Statlander over. That title win against Toni Storm a couple of months ago.
Have you seen the memes? Have you seen the memes? Mercedes Moné got all these times look out with the big one.
Yeah, that's what I said on the prediction show. That's what was going to happen. Like, this is her downfall. She's had 2 AEW Women's World title matches. She's lost them both. Like, there's actually a story. Fucking.
A place that was a fortress for so long that Stat of Van Dijk lost one game in his entire Liverpool career at Anfield. Forget that Stat now. The stats
Josiah, turn it off.
It doesn't look impressive at all. He's probably lost like 4 recently alone. It stinks. Really stinks. It's different. I've got shit now. I've watched Sky Sports.
It's too late, Josiah. We're trying to review here.
Moral sport, and I'm not getting that from Liverpool.
Huh?
Instead of getting sports, really competitive,
What's that noise? I can hear everybody speaking it back then.
The amount of sports that I need to take up now to distract myself from this Liverpool car crash is getting egregious. Competitive under 23.
This guy's taking no notice of the review. Turn it off, Josiah. Fucking hell.
We have 6 games. We've not even drawn one. Even by accident. We lose.
When you lose, Josiah. Fucking hell. Reece, are you still there? Reece?
Oh, I can't hear a word. I can't hear a word you're saying. Like, just because I had no idea what that was, I turned my headphones off.
It was just Simon in the background. He was watching something when we're supposed to do a review.
Don't know what he was watching. I think his connection froze on it. It was loud, but it happens. There he is. His connection froze as well.
Turn the thing off. Turn whatever you're watching off.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it was him watching something. I think it was someone in the room.
He can take it £3
See?
Jesus Christ, Josiah.
Just
It's someone in the background with him watching something. That's what it is.
Who is it?
Yeah.
This is
My brother.
brother.
Go away to your brother, though. Fucking your brother to get out of the fucking room. What's she doing a review? I'll just go over and super kick the guy in the face. I would.
Lol.
Wait, Josiah's brother, can you turn that racket down, bro?
Let's not advocate violence.
I'll do a John Watson. Buddy, give me a pen. I'll fucking stab you in the face. Yeah, Josiah, here's a pen.
Let's not advocate violence.
Screwdriver in.
Because I think we've now started playing for losses. I've never even seen things like that. That was a disgrace to London that Arsenal did that. Because we were genuinely spent, I mean, probably 5.8.
Also, did Milan end up winning that game?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
What is the guy watching, though? Let's be real. What's he watching, Josiah? Just go over there and say what you're watching, bro. You're disturbing the review.
Yeah, I don't care what it takes. I don't care if it takes a trip to Turkey. I don't know if your confidence is down because the
down, mate.
just taken over. But
Okay, mate.
I can.
But it doesn't.
Fucking down.
It's getting.
I don't know what's funnier, the fact it's so loud or the fact the accent is horrible.
Serious.
That's what the accent is, isn't it? Liverpool, you know what I mean?
Saudi Arabia are interested in things like that. It might be like a Qatar vibe. You might have to go to like the Sudanese division.
Official New Japan Guru, your brother.
You just got out.
What the cunt in the ass?
Probably
There we go.
Probably a bit too much awkwardness from that line there, mate. For once in my life, I'm speechless, James. It's poor Josiah. He's the one that's getting the trouble out of it. It's not even his fault. Josiah's the one that's being bullied for it. That's the worst part. Stop picking on him. Anyway. Oh. I can't. No, I can't.
So what's the deal? Why is this happening? Well, I
don't know why it's happening. But can you please shut the fuck up a minute whilst we do a
No, you know what? See, for the time being, this is the Listen to What Josiah's Brother Is show. So let's just listen on tonight's podcast. All day. Let's just listen.
1 minute, let me make a cup of tea, biscuits, the lot, buddy. No.
I think they might be listening. I think they might be listening to just an overall discussion about Liverpool by the sounds of it.
Unfortunately, for there is.
Mm.
We have players that could, like,
You better rename the stream, Reece. Yeah, good point.
AKA Reece.
And you see, this is why I usually come to these streams with my headphones.
No. You're being
Please get your
ruined
headphones,
tonight.
please. Please, for the love of Christ, get your headphones, please. Get your headphones, please. Thank
To
you.
be fair, I don't even know if they're charged.
Well, charge your headphones and come back then.
Hey, I'm the boss. Hey. Just ask him if he wants to listen to what he's watching. Just ask him, just turn it down just a little bit, because otherwise James is going to piss himself. Yeah, of course. Not gonna lie, those two words make me laugh the way it's said. Exactly.
Yeah, they're half.
He plays his fucking thing down, Dev. Not just Josiah's fault, guys. It's his brother in the background.
Yeah, they're half charged. This would be for now, I guess.
This is just madness on its greatest level. It's enjoyment.
It's behind the scenes of The Just For You Guys podcast featuring
To be fair, I can't say much. My brother's fighting. I've got an open mic, so my brother's fight it comes from the mic. So I'm exactly.
Can we edit this? Can we edit this to AKA? Of course. Of course.
That's just not
Nick.
happening. What's up, Nick? That's just not funny. Anyway,
Welcome, Nick, to this review, AKA. Of course. We just need grizzled young veterans on the. We just need Zach Gibson on the podcast now. We're right.
of course.
Of course.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to the action. We've got 2 matches left before we get on to what we really want to talk about. So, what a disappointment AEW was. Not you as well. We're gonna
Let everyone have their opinions. It wasn't that bad.
have to save the planet. Top 5 Samoa Joe title victories. Well, number 1 will never change. Number 1 will always be Kurt Angle. Plain and
Probably Ring of Honor's world title win. Probably.
yeah, that's number 2.
His match with Kenta Kobayashi. That was brutal.
Yeah, that's number 2.
Of course.
I would have to say number 3 is his first X Division title win. Then I would have to say the Ring of Honor World Television title because that reign was sick.
Yeah. The one where AEW took over Ring of Honor, that Ring of Honor.
Yeah. And then I'll have to say his most recent
Was
world title
TNT champion
victory.
at the same time, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Then last night's title victory is number 5. But the Kurt Angle match will always be number 1 for Samoa Joe title victories. It will always be number 1.
Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné. I'm going to be honest there. My opinion is going to be valid. Good match, but I didn't really like the match. I didn't really like it, to be fair.
On what basis?
I just didn't like it.
Care to expand?
Kind of slow.
Well, yeah, if you've got an arm injury, you're not going to be working that quick. I get your point.
Yeah, kind of slow for me.
That's fair. I thought that fundamentally it was actually very good for the showing of the fundamentals in full. I think it was one of the more fundamentally sound matches of the night. I get why you're thinking it was slow, though. Like, I get that. I think it was in the wrong position, the card.
Because
It should have been early on.
Matches, and then we just went into the Mercedes Moné and Chris Statlander match, and then the crowd was kind of down, weren't they, off the Bud matches?
I saw that, James. That is true. Brett is honestly, he's went after him. To be fair, I don't think he's wrong.
He doesn't need to go after them.
True. Honesty is honesty, and Bret Hart is more honest than anyone I've ever seen. But
Yeah, Steamboat's take on the women's War Games match was fair.
yeah, I liked his take on it. But yeah, I saw his comments about Sheamus, and he's spot on. Fundamentally accurate comments, but yeah, the Steamboat's comment about the women's War Games, not women's War Games, women's Blood and Guts was absolutely excellent analysis because it's just straight up honesty.
There was too much going on, he said, didn't he?
He said there was too much going on and there was not enough space between moments for him to really be able to switch his focus. And bear in mind,
when I was watching the match, there was moment after moment after moment after moment, wasn't there, really? Because I think that's what Steamboat was trying to say.
Yeah, but also bear in mind as well, Steamboat is in his 70s, so like he's still watching it.
Most of the type of matches they are, so he knows stuff.
Yeah, and there are people online that are there are people online that are actually trying to say they know wrestling more than Steamboat, which is absolutely funny.
Ridiculous.
But what Steamboat said about the women's blood and guts is genuinely correct in terms of a point of view. There's no malice in it at all. Like, he prefers the men's one because the men's one was separated for him. The women's match wasn't separated, which, again, that's just the way they were booked to work.
Okay, Bret Hart can't be a grumpy old man if he's actually accepted Shawn Michaels' apology. So he can't be that grumpy, can he?
He's still grumpy about Goldberg. He'll never let that go.
Probably Goldberg, but yeah.
He will never let that go. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, Goldberg is to Bret Hart what Iron Sheik was for Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's hilarious. His tweets when he was alive. So
yeah, like that's what that is. Like, that's how Bret Hart will last long in his life. I suppose I hate for Goldberg.
Yeah, but Goldberg was.
Yeah,
he was good when he was in WCW, and then when he came to WWE.
Goldberg was never good. Goldberg was never good. He was just popular. Guy's just dangerous as fuck.
The only thing that Goldberg's well known for is his streak. That's it. Really.
Yeah, it's because they rushed him. They rushed him out the power plant because Steve Austin was getting over. They're like, oh, we need to have someone now. But here's the thing: I think if he had been able to be a bit more safer in the ring, Goldberg would never have had the mystique and the appeal to last.
Just to go off subject, just to talk about this Mercedes and Chris Statlander, do you think we're going to get the downfall of Mercedes losing all the belts yet, or do you think we're going to?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I said when I was coming to the pay-per-view. When I predicted that, I was like, "This, like, she'll lose, and it starts her downfall." Because Statlander said it best. Mercedes Moné's got all these championships when she should be focused on the one that she came here for. She should be focused on being the AEW Women's World Champion.
And she's failed twice, and that's where the downfall's going to start, isn't it?
Yes.
But I mean, what do you think she's going to lose first?
I think she loses the Rev Pro British UK Championship first.
Yeah, to Riho. Not the Japanese Riho, the more talented Riho, if you get what I mean.
They're both very talented. They're both very talented in terms of like what you prefer though. Do you prefer the UK Rio or do you prefer Japanese? I like both of them equally. I think she will drop to. I would have went for Windsor or Danny Luna, but there's elements there. Thanks for tuning in, James. We will see you later on. Enjoy your sleep. But no, I think from what you get is important. What you see and definitely is what you get. Bill Goldberg.
Josiah Boateng. There you go. That can be a Bret Hart.
Goldberg getting over as he was is an accomplishment in itself. There's a lot of solid workers who can get a fan. No, that I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Like the way he got over, if he was a good worker, he would never have got over. He got over because he had that appeal and that look, but he was dangerous. That's the only thing about Goldberg I don't like is the danger.
What did Reece Russell? We believe in Reece Russell? No? No? Because that's not a thing anymore.
No, because I'm more talented than him. Fuck Joe Hendry.
That's why we say we believe in Reece Russell.
I know, but I just hate being associated to that line. Just like Goldberg or Warrior.
Warrior.
Both of them are just as bad, but I think Warrior had more to it. Now, here's a question for everyone. Is Goldberg overrated? Yes, Lark Bart, Goldberg is overrated. Incredibly overrated. That's a great question, though, Maria. I think I like the colourful look of Warrior, and to be fair, some of his promos didn't make any sense at all. But Warrior had a lot. And Warrior has, like, in my opinion, Goldberg only has one great match in his entire career. Warrior has at least 4.
Mm.
And that is me not including Hulk Hogan, because I refuse to. Do you think he's correctly rated over Fernando? I don't think he is. I think people... The reason why I think he's massively overrated is people go so ahead of, oh, his record and his streak is far greater than Asuka's when it's not. But people will love to go all in. Goldberg was rated too much by WCW in circumstance that they kept adding random numbers to his undefeated streak that they couldn't back up. And they've been correctly proven by a wrestling channel who actually does the Monday Night Wars as a channel. They actually went back over Goldberg's streak and correctly confirmed what his numbers were. So they were overrating his talent and they were overrating his numbers, which isn't a good thing. But I'll see what Josiah thinks when he eventually shows his Shazam. Again, it's opinion, of course. What do you think, Josiah? Is Goldberg overrated?
Well, Goldberg could be overrated. No.
Hold on 2 seconds.
I can't think of any.
Say that again? Your internet really hates you tonight, mate. I'm gutted. Normally it's me that's got the suffering. And his connection is, yeah, it's not good for Josiah. It's a shame. His internet is bullying him. Fuck. And internet connections are never good for us when we're on stream. Anyway, let's get to this main event so we can talk a little bit World Tag League, because we've not had a chance to talk about that yet.
Yeah, let's get into the Samoa Joe Cage and Hangman Cage match, yeah?
Overall, this cage match, I'm surprised it went less than 20 minutes. Considering there's less space, more violent, there's less, like, to get out the ring, more violence inside the cage.
I only had one problem.
I'm surprised it went that way. Asuka lost to Charlotte as undefeated. Goldberg beat Hogan as undefeated. They had to do it, though. Like, they had to do Goldberg beating Hogan because he went through everybody. Asuka, like, got to the main stage and lost a match that realistically she shouldn't have, but it's horrible. So do I, Lark Bark. I want to hear it as well. I'm hoping that his internet behaves for him tonight. He might need to just keep his camera off. That might be a useful option.
Yeah, between the cage match was very, very good, but there's only one thing I didn't like about the cage match.
What's that?
Isn't the cage match meant to be for people not to get in the actual cage? That's what the cage is for, isn't it?
Well, that's what a door is. Like, doors there, but they're still...
Yeah, the door's blocked in it, but people can just ram it, can't they? Like, break it. But it's a cage match, so people can't get in the fucking thing.
Yeah, but people have still been interfering in cage matches for years. It won't change. But at least he's back now. Hopefully it'll stem. Your connection's stable?
No. It won't be until we actually get proper internet in the house. But
is your connection like me and your relationship in the SWA in character? Is it that bad? Well, we obviously friends in real life, guys. Don't worry. We are.
Exactly. Are you on data?
You on data?
Yeah.
You're on data. When you getting internet?
Fuck knows.
Oh, that's awkward for you then. That is really awkward. All right, let's get this in. First of all, what was your thoughts to is Goldberg overrated?
Well, for Goldberg to be overrated, he'd have to be rated to begin with, so I'd say no. Like, I can't think of anyone that actually rates Goldberg.
Fair enough. That's a fair answer. And secondly, Warrior or Goldberg?
Neither.
Neither. Fair enough. And your thoughts on the steel cage match, if you've had a chance to see any of that?
It's ridiculous, I think. Not in terms of the actual action, but in terms of the storyline. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, Hook turning heel or seemingly being a heel in the ops, it doesn't make any sense. Because he doesn't really...
The ops kick Hook out, or I don't know if did the kick Hook out of the ops, or was Hook injured or something?
He was injured, so they naturally replaced him.
Yeah.
No.
And it doesn't. It's not like it does anything for him. Like, he's like, it means nothing to him. Like, he's not getting the belt back. He's just back in the match. Like,
Yeah, Joe might give him the 1/3 of the trios titles on Dynamite, because Joe doesn't really need 2 titles now to be the world champion. So that's what I think.
I agree with that. I agree with that completely. I don't have any issues with that at all in terms of context. In terms of Josiah saying contextually, I agree. I thought the match was good. Apart from that ending, I think Hook turning was the wrong choice.
Yeah, but and in the match, didn't Hangman did the buckshot lariat with the cage door open?
That's the only way you can do the buckshot lariat in a cage.
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Like, in a cage match, his finisher realistically should just be Deadeye.
Yeah. And also, one thing that I don't like about AEW's cage match is that you can't escape, because like, it just takes away one of the potential ways to win it.
Mm-hmm. Taking the world championship from his in-prime Hangman to put on retiring Joe makes no sense. Joe's not retiring yet. And 2, they took it off Hangman.
He's not a good champion.
Thank you. Someone else is saying that he's not a good champion.
He's a good chaser, that's it.
Thing is, though, we love Hangman.
We love Hangman on this channel. We just think that
except Catherine.
Except Catherine.
Well, no, Catherine, this is what I admit.
Yeah. The question is, and this is what I'm thinking, I said it in our group chat, there's 2, and I haven't explained why I said it yet, but I said there's 2 types of parallels to Hangman's title reign of who you could have him drop it to. So if you have Samoa Joe, you can either go back to swerve through Samoa Joe or another opponent, or you go to MJF. If Hangman Page retains it and then drops it, MJF, I don't think MJF win from Hangman makes sense, but I still would have said someone like Jay White, because they actually have an existing storyline as well. They've got so many parallels, but I think they're at the point where even Tony Khan must have realized, actually, Hangman gave me a great moment with the Death Rider storyline. He won the title All In, our biggest pay-per-view. He gave me a great moment that the crowd loved. How much can we do it? And if you remember what I said
in Texas, you could write that on a fucking board.
Yeah, but then you get to the prediction show, and we all said the same thing. Well, I said it first, and everyone agreed with me. Hangman's title needed some sort of top heel establishment to try and justify his title reign.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe took the title off him because if you look at it, Hangman couldn't justify his title.
Yeah, that's why.
I was in hindsight.
Fernando, you're not understanding what we're saying. We're not saying his matches were bad or it doesn't make him a good champion. We're saying he wasn't a good champion because we can see in the eyes and ears, we can see that Hangman is better chasing the champion.
I would have said in hindsight.
And the only title matches he's had is Samoa Joe twice.
Kyle Fletcher.
And Kyle Fletcher.
What are you saying, Josiah?
I would have said in hindsight that Mox would have been hindsight.
No, I think I agree with that. I don't know. What is that sound? What the fuck is that sound?
I can hear it. I think it's the connection.
I don't know what that is.
You're talking tomorrow.
I don't know what it is. To be fair, it sounds kind of cool. Picking up flying saucers. We're letting out Area 51.
We're never doing that. Okay. Now.
Where's that?
Get lots of symbols coming out of there. Yeah, the Hangman and Samoa Joe match was pretty good, actually. Yeah. Right outcome. Because, my opinion, Hangman Page is a better chaser than defending the title. I'm not saying Hangman's a shit champion. He's not. He's just a better chaser than defending the championship. Like I said in the early of this stream, same with Sami Zayn. He's a good chaser and not a good champion.
There's a
I'd
lot
rather have Hangman
strength.
chase the belt, and he gets that moment, which he got in Texas. Cowboy wins in Texas. You can put that on a platter of steel and put it on your bloody wall.
Oh, yeah. I think, realistically, what Hangman finally conspiracy theories out the back. I think the bonus, right, and this is something I will say. They made the moment count when Hangman won the title. They did. Hangman turned up, delivered, and he's had good matches. But that's when the buck stops. Like, anything further than that, it's not moved into another ceiling.
The only thing, the one thing Hangman Page is good at, remember his feud with Swerve? The title wasn't on the line. Maybe Hangman is better suited with feuds without a title on the line, if you get what I mean. Because that Swerve story was the best story in AEW in that year, wasn't it? With that year, yeah. It was the best story that year. Like that, and it served into a cage match, which was fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and that ending with them against that ending at Full Gear last night was brilliant. Swerve returned and sided. Is he siding with Hangman?
Oh.
As in, like, that's the type of storyline, my enemy is my friend type of thing.
That new song that he's using as well is far better than his old one.
Yeah.
So I don't really get the whole Swerve return now that Hangman's lost the belt. It doesn't really make much sense to me.
That's the only thing. Try and find realism.
Was it Wardlow?
Reece, what is it? That's a fair. You know what? That's a fair question. I'll answer that. What is the difference between taking the title from Hangman and taking the title from Santana too early? TNA decided not to do TV for a month. Santana had nothing to defend. And because of that, he gets one match, and then that's it. It's over and done with. It's ruined. And now they're going to try the...
Santana was like a Hangman. He's always good at chasing.
No. You can't really use that comparison right now because Santana didn't even get a chance to prove anything. He won the title, rightly so. Although it was a pay-per-view too late. He should have won it at Slammiversary. But TNA decided we're not going to do TV for a month. Santana had no way of showing who he is as a champion, whereas at least Hangman was showing it. The difference between Hangman taking the title off him and taking the title from Santana, we can see Hangman's position. We can't see Santana's because, again, TNA are being booked by morons. So we actually can't see what Santana is as a champion or a chaser. I think Santana will end up being a good chaser. And now and again we'll have decent title reigns. But his first run got absolutely nothing. We can't see anything. Santana got ruined.
Was it Frankie Kazarian who beat him?
It was Kazarian that beat him, yeah.
Didn't Frankie Kazarian have that like Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, but he did. But the problem is, though, is not having TV for a month. Santana had nothing on TV, therefore he couldn't even represent the company at all.
I would have found it hilarious if Dolph Ziggler used his on CM Punk last week.
Oh, that would have been hilarious, but sadly it can't work. It's only TNA championships, unfortunately. Like Nick Nemeth should have just done it straight away on Kazarian just to wind him up.
We don't even have it anymore. I don't think we do.
No, Nemeth still has his.
What is it?
Yeah, both of them have the contract each. It's just one. It's just one trophy to cash in.
What about Nick Nemeth? Probably might be jealous.
I think it'll lead to something between those two.
Because both of them-
His brother might get jealous and say like, "Why not cash in the opportunity at the tag titles? We had them before."
That's
Type of thing, yeah.
what I've been saying for a while. Is I think Ryan Nemeth will get annoyed when Nick goes for the world title, even though Nick Nemeth is a better singles wrestler than a tag wrestler.
Mm.
Who's
Yeah.
another one? He can do.
And
both
Ryan's
chaser
crap.
and-
So
yeah, Ryan sucks. But to be fair, Nick Nemeth is good at being a chaser and being a champion. He's done both.
Yeah.
He's actually done both really well. But Santana had nothing as champion. Like, he physically couldn't do anything. Santana's title reign is the equivalent of Bob Backlund winning it from Bret Hart in 1994.
yeah.
It was-
Good pick, that is.
Why not just wait to take the title from Hangman and give it a swerving match between the two?
Because
I don't
that
think you
story's
can
done.
Yeah, they're playing this. They're playing this storyline. My enemy is my friend, aren't they?
The story between them two is done, but you're not really going to get any more from them in terms of matches. I don't think.
I agree.
The my enemy is my friend, aren't they?
I think next year Swerve and Hangman might go after the tag titles because of.
Well, you reckon they'd be FTR?
No, I've got like a weird feeling that eventually when the Ops drop the tag titles, the trios titles, they'll go for the tag titles. I don't think they need to win them, but I can see it happening.
Yeah, but
So who do you think you're going to beat FTR then?
the tag picture might be FTR versus Edge and Christian. I'm not gonna call him Adam Copeland because that's just stupid.
Well, it's not going to be that because
Copeland and Cage.
Christian's going to be out for ages. Christian.
No, apparently he's going to be facing John Cena in his retirement match. Well, you know what I mean.
Well, Christian
Maybe.
Cage can't 'cause he's getting surgery.
Yeah, I'm on about Edge. Do you know
Yeah.
the geeks online that saying
Col-
that's going to be
Copeland,
continuing
eh?
Final Four or something like
If WWE asked, then Tony Khan would have allowed it. He's already said it. WWE don't want Adam Copeland back on their TV. So people can stop blaming
To
Tony
be
Khan
fair,
for
to be
that.
fair, after the last run that he had there, can you blame him? Where he just wouldn't put over anyone basically.
Yeah.
Because
Although
that
to be-
in AEW when he beat Alistair or Malachi Black for the TNT title
Yeah.
when he retained it. It should have been Malachi Black beating Edge. Or yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Like, there's moments.
And when he had
Edge is
that,
wrong.
and when he had that with match with Moxley, he made Christian take the submission so he didn't have to lose me.
Yeah, Christian should have won that night. Christian should have beat
Would have been a
Copeland.
world
to take the
champion
title.
at that night when he's got that contract.
Christian deserved to be AEW World Champion. Like, he still does.
Christian
In terms of
awesome.
heel work, in terms of heel work, that guy is unmatched.
Yeah, I think he's better than MGF.
Same.
Heel work.
Oh yeah.
I think Christian should fucking kill. I think.
Say again.
I'm saying that I think Christian should come back as a heel. He should come back as a heel when he's back from injuries.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, but the program that when he's coming back, he'll team with Edge and face FTR for the titles apparently.
So
So
Nick says my issue is giving Joe the title last night versus a month ago when he had way more commercial appeal and it would make more sense.
Yeah, but would you beat Hangman in his first defense? So that's the thing. Then again, yeah.
There's a flip of the coin for both arguments for a
The
yes
first,
and
the
no.
first Joe Hangman match, the first Hangman Joe match was a device to turn Joe heel. So Hangman losing the belt to Joe in that match wouldn't have made any sense.
Because you don't get the heel turn, which brings out the better side of Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great ending. I'll tell you as well. I like the fact you brought out the entire dojo just for Swerve to demolish every single one of them. Like I thought that was cool.
And then at the end of the show, we had Hangman and Swerve together, which was nice.
But Samoa Joe getting a
The only problem with that, Joe doesn't get fluke wins. Joe's a dominant wrestler.
Exactly. Yeah, a fluke win for Samoa Joe just doesn't exist.
How's that fluke winning a steel cage? What?
I think he's talking about the first time if he did. I think the first time's a fluke win.
Oh.
Hangman ain't buried. The good thing for Hangman now, though,
I would say giving Joe a fluke win actually damages his aura.
I'd say Hangman and Swerve go for the tag belts because they're playing that freaking my enemy is my friend type of thing, which is I really like that story, mate.
It's his first pay-per-view defense, but not his first official defense.
Hangman freaking burnt his bloody house down. Hangman's forgive him, and then they're coming together. And then last night we saw them together at the end of the show, which is I like that.
My biggest thing, though, right, and this is the only thing I've got for Samoa Joe's title reign. I don't want it to end after one pay-per-view. Like, I actually want to see Samoa Joe actually get past one pay-per-view. That's all he got last time. He deserves more.
I want to see him get longer than he did the last time.
Yeah, I want to see him get a couple of pay-per-views.
So you don't see MJF beating Joe at World's End? No. 2 years in the making? No.
Oh, I get why, but I don't want that to happen.
I thought Claudia.
No, I wonder if they'll give Joe until Forbidden Door as champion.
Forbidden Door.
Because I'd love to see him go. Because I'd love to see him go up against a New Japan wrestler for the belt.
She is.
So you're hoping that? I think if you gave Joe the belt last month, it would have derailed Hangman and it would have derailed Joe as well. You had to have the moment of Hangman beats the man he could never beat, and then the man that he eventually couldn't beat, he beats him. He turns on him completely and destroys him.
That's what I'm saying with the MJF thing. MJF finally beat somebody he's not beat.
But the difference is though is we don't want MJF. But the difference is though is we don't want MJF to beat Samoa Joe. MJF for the most time this year hasn't bothered his arse with AEW. He doesn't deserve to win the title. Like there's another factor people are not thinking. MJF doesn't deserve it. Like look at what he's done all year. Like all he's done basically this year is show up here and there and fuck off to Hollywood. I'm sorry, but no. As far as I'm concerned, MJF doesn't deserve it. He should cash his title shot in and then lose it. And I don't care how much interference against MJF happens, he shouldn't win it. When you put Hollywood aspirations first, you don't deserve to be champion. Despite Warner Bros. Discovery being up for sale, what does that mean for AEW? Find a network.
Quick.
Because if TKO get their hands on that, they'll make sure they get nothing on screen. If I was Tony Khan, I would be going straight away for I would be going for Amazon or something like that. I would go for Amazon.
I can't lie. There's a part of me that would love to see TKO get a hold of Warner Bros. Discovery this. Just because it'd be fun.
What TK greedy bastards? That's the thing. They don't care about money. They don't care about the production.
Nick, I'm aware that commercial appeal matters. I'm aware. Last night's it's funny. You brought up DC sponsoring a match last night. The DC deal with AEW started this month. This has got bigger commercial appeal than the Twisted Metal. So Samoa Joe actually winning last night makes more sense than last month. So you just beat your own argument. Apple would be a better option. Apple TV, I mean, I don't know how.
That would appeal to all the hardcore matches, wouldn't it? The hardcore matches, Apple. No.
Yes, Nick. Yes. Apple's an interesting one.
Yeah, it could appeal to all the hardcore matches.
You know what I wouldn't have minded actually. That's a terrible joke.
Yeah.
That is awful. You know
So much so that you said it twice and nobody found it funny the second time either.
Literally. I wouldn't mind if they plugged it. I wouldn't mind Sony or Roku having a go at trying to buy Warner Brothers.
They should have Paramount do it.
Yeah,
but Paramount are going to get slid into TKO.
TKO are only getting Warner Brothers Discovery because they want to take AEW off that platform, and they want to.
They do.
Oh yeah, speaking of Paramount, you hear that league rights, isn't it?
Say that again. Just
they don't care about the talent.
I was saying that Paramount are getting Champions League rights next season.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be on TNT anymore, which I think is a good thing because I'm tired of seeing Rio Ferdinand's face on TV.
We're all tired of his face.
I'm sick of Gary Neville and fucking what you going.
Yeah, we'll agree to disagree, Nick, on fairness, but I think personally this month Samoa Joe was hotter than last month in terms of an attraction, but it's each to their own. I think if you actually look at it in a factor, both of them are just as strong.
I'm going to say this: if TK get Warner Brothers Discovery for it, then AEW are in trouble because TK only care about themselves. They only care about money. They don't care about WWE's well-being of
the loyalty to
television.
If TKO get Warner Brothers Discovery, then you can see all of the dream matches that you thought were impossible.
They do need to figure that out though, like what their association is going to be.
What they're going to do with Forbidden Door with AEW or something.
Yeah.
No.
People will end up being AEW again.
The first thing they'll have is Moxley turning on AEW to join the Shield.
Triple H is turning into his son-in-law, greedy cunt.
Well, Triple H isn't. Well, Triple H answers to TKO. He doesn't really get much of a say in what they do.
Yeah, but it's still a greedy cunt. He's saying yes, isn't he?
Here's the thing, like, it's not just TKO that are also a thing as well. It's not just TKO that are just as bad. It's the actual person running the show as well that doesn't want anything AEW on television.
Yeah, TK don't want AEW on the television. That's why they want Warner Brothers Discovery.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the actual person booking the other side doesn't want AEW on television at all. You asked Bald Fraud, does he want AEW on TV? He's saying no.
Fraud Triple H doesn't want AEW on TV.
Whereas TKO are happy to make sure.
Like his son-in-law, Vince McMahon didn't want WCW on TV because it's the.
To be fair, I actually disagree. I think if you asked Vince the honest question, would you want WCW on TV? He would say yes.
To be fair, Vince tried to make Raw WCW, but because it was rubbish, they decided not to.
Yeah, Vince was happily ready to take Monday Night Raw off TV, replace it with Nitro, and just keep SmackDown. Monday Night Nitro was going to be booked under Vince McMahon in 2001. But then Stone Cold and Kurt Angle fought, and Buff Bagwell and Booker T isn't good enough for TV. But that's also because of Time Warner and AOL's contracts.
Yeah, that McMahon family's always been greedy anyway. McMahon's father, McMahon.
No. McMahon Senior is actually a good man. McMahon Senior actually respected the whole point of the territory days. He never disrespected an opposition.
And then Vince McMahon got in charge and took all them territories and bought WCW. WCW went out of business.
Yeah.
But Vince also was paying for ECW's bills.
If you ever watched If you ever
And
watched
Triple
the
H
Heyman promo before
and
Survivor
Triple H
Series,
is doing what Vince
yeah,
McMahon did now. What do you think he's doing with TNA? And what do you think he's going to go do with this buyer of Warner Brothers?
Yeah, but if you're looking at
what Vince did.
But here's the thing, though, and if you're actually going to look at reactions and circumstance, and if Vince proved it as well in 2005 on TV, he wasn't supposed to do this, but he done it anyway. Vince proved every single bill he was flooding for ECW back in the 90s. Paul Heyman to this day still hasn't paid Vince McMahon back. Not that it matters to him anyway, but he paid $500,000 to ECW in 1998.
Again, it's going to matter to him in a couple of years, won't it?
Oh yeah, it's going to affect him massively. But Vince Jr., which is, as we all know him as the Mr. McMahon character, he bought into every single territory, took over and made it international. Vince Sr. was the New York territory. Here's your excess territories. I want Andre the Giant exclusively. That's fine. But if you want XYZ, you can have them. That's what he. That's
why Steamboat was doing NWA and on the Easterns as well.
Yes,
and AWA and all that stuff.
Yeah, and that's relevancy. But the manner that goes to the limit of Vince Jr., what he did is he bought WCW hoping to keep WCW going under his own vision, but it became too bad because of AOL and Time Warner that they screwed all the top talent over with their contracts that they just didn't buy them out. Not only that, but
AEW though, if TKO get one,
but that's what happened. Like that's the reality. Now what we've got is worse.
Yeah, because now McMahon family are greedy cunts, aren't they? Really?
This is just above them in a whole. This is not even the McMahon family anymore when it comes to AEW.
It's probably
this
TKO, probably.
It's TKO.
Yeah.
I think we're getting Mercedes versus Athena 2 final battle next one. I think it's Athena versus Persephone.
We don't want Mercedes winning another fucking belt, do we?
No. I firmly believe that Netflix will drive Warner Bros. Discovery and Paramount to bankruptcy, and I think these companies would be better off remaining private. Netflix are already wasting money on WWE. Netflix can't afford to go into another venture right now. You might think Netflix. Yeah, but you might think
WWE have got probably. They're going to buy TNA. They've already bought AEWA, the AAA.
They'll buy within 2 years. WWE will
buy probably
within 2 years. WWE will officially TKO/WWE will buy TNA, and then TNA will be dead. Properly.
TNA is already dead again. No one watches it.
Oh, people are actually arguing about. Raj Giri was actually arguing with somebody the other day about that. He was saying like, if TNA get on AMC, they'll get like 300,000 views a week, and I'm like, as a TNA fan, I don't see it.
Where are they getting these views from? Where are they getting these views from when no one watches it now?
Like on average a week, TNA get 120 to 125,000 views a week. That's
you know where I get my scoops from TNA, Reece.
That's the fact. Like that's a genuine fact, though. TNA get about 100 to 125,000 views a week.
They could live off of name reputation and bringing the TNA name back. That's what they thought they were going to do.
Yeah, but they were doing fine in terms of re-establishing things. They just went into bed with WWE.
Here's a question for you guys. Here's a question for the chat as well. What's the difference between WWE buying TNA and AEW? I mean, TNA and AAA to AEW buying Ring of Honor?
It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's using one promotion on me.
There is actually a difference. Ring of Honor where they were like filed for bankruptcy and Tony Khan literally saved the company.
I'm not saying it like that, but what I mean is he's using Ring of Honor to further establish the AEW talent and give other people a job. Like that's the similarity. But AAA eventually will no longer be called AAA, and TNA will no longer be NXT Mexico, and then NXT X Division. I can't wait for that pain.
Don't be doing that to us, Reece. Christ.
No, they will. The X division is when TNA get destroyed by WWE. Yes, honestly, my childhood will officially be gone for good.
You know it's coming, Reece. You just have to let.
It's my love of wrestling in the modern era stems from TNA saving my love for wrestling.
Yeah.
Here's another question for you.
And then they're about to ruin it for you.
Yeah. They're the two-face of wrestling.
Here's another question for you guys. Do you think this modern day of this wrestling's boring now? Do you think it's boring?
I don't think it's boring. I think it's lazier.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the booking's lazy.
In all companies, yeah. Not just certain companies boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the cross.
I would say every company, every like major company could do better with their booking. It's just more so that some companies are better wrestlers that can master the booking than others.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's a scary thing. But that's a scary thing though as well.
I'd say I was a wrestling fan properly when I was like before the pandemic.
I mean, I've been a proper wrestling fan since April 26, 1999.
Yeah, I was a wrestling fan in 1993 when I came out of the hospital. And British Bulldog and Bret Hart was on my TV.
You didn't really see it though.
Saw it in a couple of years on a DVD or a videotape. And
I watch it at back counts. But I mean, like the first wrestling event I actually watched was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I watched
with my grandparents.
It was my first ever wrestling event. Watching on TV.
There's definitely so many things that can be better though.
Wembley Stadium. Awesome. Got into wrestling at that age.
Oh, you've got, for fuck's sake.
And then after that, probably Steamboat and Savage.
Oh, get fucked, TNA.
Well, what have they done now?
They've literally They've just advertised for December 4th episode of TNA. Mike Santana versus Robert Stone, aka Robbie E.
Why?
Fuck.
Why?
They've called it his mission of revenge on NXT and all that for losing his title.
Why? But what's that with them?
You know what I saw today? Do you know what I saw today? What really did me head in? Do you watch the AAA shows? No.
No. I don't even know if you can watch it. Like, I don't know where you'd find it.
Right, so today the Lucha Bros reunited on a random AAA, but W can't reunite them on the main roster when the Raw division needs it.
I'm going to tell you right now, and this will be the last time I'm going to talk about the Lucha Bros. The Lucha Bros in WWE is like booking Motorcycle Machine Guns. It's not good for WWE.
Yeah, they reunited them on a AAA show, just a random one.
Yeah. I saw that.
The Latin American audience know them as a team.
They'll face Al Grande Americano and Dominic in a tag match.
Yeah, I do not like Lucha Brothers should never have went to WWE, and the Lucha Brothers should not be a tag team in WWE because there's no tag team wrestling in WWE in the first place.
Well, there is on SmackDown, but
it's not even that good.
Well, they have the Usos.
That's not a tag team. That's a bench press for one to shoot yourself. Yeah, Fernando, I don't blame you for saying you're officially done with TNA. I don't blame you.
I've not watched TNA since God knows how long.
Like, this is a definitely this whole Mike Santana's mission is to go through the NXT guys and Kazarian to get his title back.
I still don't understand what the NXT guys have to do with TNA screwing him over.
Because they attacked him during the first defense on the show when Kazarian cashed in the title.
Is that why Mike Santana lost the title? Because NXT invaded, Lexis King and all that came.
But which NXT guys attacked him? Was it Dark State again?
Is that why Frankie Kazarian cashed in? Because all the little
Lexis
King and that fucking jumped him.
Was it Dark State again?
No, it was Lexis King and all that.
Lexis King and a bunch of bums.
Lexus
Right.
King and a few others, because Kazarian had a sort of agreement with Robert Stone, who's Robbie E to TNA fans. Either way, this is pathetic, and WWE fans, like pure delusional side of the pure delusional side of TNA fans that are saying this is good for TNA is what makes me wince.
Well, just be glad that it's not Trick Williams again. Just
Don't even get me started on
We're
that.
gonna get DJ ZI on.
He's done.
DJ ZI on. Do you remember him?
I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
DJ
I mean, I know who it is, but who is like?
Is it Whacking Wild?
Like he's known for being someone else, but I don't know who it is.
He's Whacking Wild in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
He was tag team champions with Robbie E.
Yes, and he was also X Division champion when he injured Blake Christian, broke his neck, and then Dixie Carter refused to pay for his. Dixie Carter sacked him after he came back as a coach.
And now he's just in the LWO doing nothing.
Yeah, she paid his medical bills. She paid his medical bills. Say he has a job for life. He came back as a coach and an agent for TNA, and then Dixie Carter just said, "Actually, you know what? Goodbye," and terminated his contract.
No wonder everyone ended up leaving that company when they did.
Yeah, because Dixie Carter's an absolute cow. One of the worst owners in wrestling history. One of.
No, the worst. It's always the worst owners are always the ones that don't know anything about the business they're running.
Right, but shall we get into the good stuff though? Shall we get into the World Tag League?
Yeah, because we have an honest thing to say. Night 1 was slightly bad.
Yeah.
Like it had some good matches, but the overall structure of the show made it not as good as Night 2.
That going on a second with Bishamon losing. It's like, well, they're losing to Taichi, and in the restart, it said it's Taichi. What the fuck?
But who cares about Bishamon?
It's not like we haven't seen them win the tournament like 55 million times already. They don't even need to be in it at this point.
Is Taichi tagging with Kojima?
Yeah.
Kojima!
Yeah.
Like saying Bucks likes to shout, Kojima!
Yeah. Lucha Bros in WWE was a good move because Tony Khan didn't have no plans for them. It's his fault. They kept passing as well, which doesn't help.
And again, I've got an issue with the actual teams that are in this.
If you think Lucha Bros running AEW was bad, it wasn't. In my opinion.
No,
I've got an issue with the teams that are in this as well. You don't have many like partner companies, but you have enough spaces to put 3 House of Torture teams in it.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's not even the one that we all asked for either.
Can we call Dick Togo's not in World Tag League, is it? I was going to call him. Oh, there's no team for Dick Togo. Oh no! If I was going to be tagged with evil, you know what I'm going to call him? Darkness Dick. Darkness Dick. Look at his face, Reece. His face is like, have you just said that? I can't believe it. What? It's Darkness Dick. Evil and Dick Togo. Yeah. I love winding you up. It's funny as well. I think you're frozen, dude. Oh, no, he's not frozen. That is is he frozen? Oh, is he just a really good fucking standing still type of guy? I can see glasses moving, bro. So you're not like, so you don't like my Evil and Dick Togo then? No, Darkness Dick.
No, I fucking don't.
You done? You got any more names? You done?
That's an absolute
Darkness Dick is a great name, guys.
They didn't even give us the House of Torture team that we asked for.
What's Sonata and Evil?
They gave us Evil and Don Farley.
Yeah, exactly. It should have been Evil and Sinatra.
Yeah, Sinatra.
Exactly.
To be fair,
but instead they've got him stuck with that guy.
Yeah.
The Desperados with Suji Ishigara as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Former DXC hardcore champion.
See, the team, there's a lot of good makeshift teams in this tournament. There's a lot of good makeshift teams, but there's a lot of teams that are just really poorly constructed. And I'm like, if you had just
Like
tweaked
Great
the
O'Connor and Caleb Newman.
oh, Jesus Christ, that team is disgusting.
That whole
They're
faction is
massive.
disgusting.
I'm not going to say my
They should
opinion
have
about
decided when Ospreay left.
We'll end up going on fucking a tangent for about an hour.
Their match last night,
They
this
should've-
morning, so it was shit.
They should have just disbanded that faction when Ospreay left for AEW. They should.
Yeah, because Jeff Cobb couldn't run it on his own anyway.
Why
No.
don't they just merge TMDK and United Empire in one and then call Zack Sabre Jr. the leader or something? I don't know.
I'm fine with
Because why would you
TMDK as
downgrade?
well.
I don't think I would be happy with Great O'Connor joining TMDK.
He would lower the standards of TMDK.
What team do you like in World Tag League? You have to name one team that you like.
Gabe Kidd and UFC.
Gabe Kidd and Tsuji, yeah, and Takahashi and Finley, for me, equally are the two teams I like the most.
I like Driller and Shingo.
They're cool too.
Yeah, they
Basically all of the War Dog and unaffiliate teams, I like them.
They should be in the final of World Tag League then.
Evil and Don Farley and Takahashi and Finley probably.
The Mexicos is a memory I wish to forget, Lark Bark, because I am a genuine mark for psychosis. And I hate
Yeah, and
what they did with that faction.
Hoovid and Super Crazy.
So you didn't like them lawnmowers?
Fucking lawnmowers were retarded.
No, I do like. Not that word, please, not that word. I do like Super Crazy. I do like Jovito Guerrero, but Psychosis is literally like Psychosis to me was far more exciting and a far better wrestler than, in my opinion, than Rey Mysterio. But Rey Mysterio obviously had a little bit more appeal, so that's why he got over a lot more. But for me, Psychosis was far better.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Psychosis fan. I hated when he had to unmask as well.
Yeah.
And I hate when Hoovy had to unmask.
Yeah, I hated that as well. Yeah, but Hoovy was a handsome bastard.
Oh yeah, he was. Thankfully, he was. But I still didn't want him to do it. So Jericho screwed us over, and Bischoff. You should never have
I
happened.
like in the World Tag League Driller and Shingo. What about you, Reece?
I've gave you my answer. I like I'm basically the same as Josiah, the unaffiliates with the War Dogs, but Tsuji, Gabe Kidd, and Finley and
Hiromu.
Hiromu are my favourite
What
teams.
don't you think that was funny at the last match, night 2, when Hiromu's just knocked the clean out and David Finley's in the mic and stuff?
Yeah, I thought David Finley showed a little bit of humour in this bit, but also I like the fact that he did look after his teammate. I like the establishment there. Like, we can see some genuineness in David Finley. I think David Finley's going to turn babyface. I think that moment is actually him beginning a babyface turn.
War Dogs being babyfaces, I'm down with that.
Just him.
Just him.
Just him, yeah. There's something about it.
In the if you watch night 1, I think it was the main event, Shingo Driller versus Yosutsuji and Gabe Kidd. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a very good main event. That was a very good main event.
To do that Shingo thing. That's a star. Everyone was trying to do it, and then Driller and Shingo did it at the end.
The only thing that scares me though about the World Tag League is the fact how much good praisal chants and reactions that Shota Umino is getting.
I know, yeah, with Uemura. The one, didn't they, night 2?
They had arguably, apart from the main event, they had the best reactions from the crowd, especially Shota. And I'm like, no, we can't have this. Like, we cannot. Like, you chant for Yura, cheer for Yuya Uemura, but do not cheer for Shota.
You'll end up winning, won't they? Yeah.
I did say controversial before the tournament started. Like, they're not the team I want to win it, but I can see them win the tournament. And I think they might.
If I was going to pick a team to win, I'd probably choose my favourite, which is obviously Shingo and Driller.
I think David Finley and Takahashi win it.
So Takahashi won it last year with Naito, didn't he? So that's back to back then for Hiromu.
But then they had the matchup Wrestle Kingdom, which was even better.
Hmm.
Instead of the tag match, they had the one-on-one, which was even better. Which is exactly what I want anyway, but I would much prefer that. But I don't like what we're going to get in the end. Like, I'm dreading if they pull the trigger and they have Shota win it with Yuya. I just don't want it at all.
Let's go and type in World Tag League 2025.
The Mexicals making the debut riding lawnmowers was offensive to a proud Mexican like yourself. I didn't like the idea of using lawnmowers, but I did like their gimmick. It was just they just really ruined it. It's a shame the way they booked the Mexicals. I don't like just as much. I don't like the El Grande gimmick.
Did you watch Night 2's main event, Oscar Lorbe and Yuta Ice, where Yuta Ice just fucking flipped?
Yeah, the right winner won. The right winner won that match.
And then Yuta Ice was fucking going on a second, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got bitched by his boss. That's how it should be. I think David Finlay, honestly, as a babyface, might prove people wrong. There's something about him as a babyface. I think he could do it.
Right, if I just name these names,
or maybe a tweener.
If I name these names, just say yes or no to the winners. Taichi Kojima.
In what aspect are you looking for? Yes or no to what?
To win.
To win the tournament.
Or to get into the semi-finals, finals. Yeah.
All right, sure. So go again.
Shingo Driller.
The first one. I never gave you an answer for the first one.
Oh, Taichi and Kojima to go in the final or semi-final, yes or no?
No.
All right. Shingo Driller.
Yes.
Evil Don Farley.
No.
Tariano Bolton.
No.
Bishimon.
No.
Tsuji Kid.
Yes.
Desperado Ishikawa.
No. But they'll get close.
Takahashi Chase Owens.
No.
Shota Unimo Yuya Amura.
Yes. Begrudgingly.
Shinji Hiromu.
Yes.
Zack Sabre Jr. Urowa.
Yes.
Monster Sauce.
No.
I like that team, but I just like the theme.
Same.
Narita Sanada.
Oh, I think they'll be close, but no, because I've already said who I think are going to be the 4 semi-finalists, so no.
Hiroshi Tanahashi ELP.
Because it just goes to semi-finals, final, I think.
Tanahashi ELP, no?
They'll get close, but no. I've already said 4 teams because it only goes to the semis and the final, I think.
So I'm going to go with Shingo and Driller, that's 1. Tsuji Gabe, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar and Yuta Ice, 3. And I'm going to go with Shota and Yuya, 4. That's my 4.
I don't think Yuto and... I don't think they'll recover now to make the semis. They're a good team, though, but I don't think they'll recover. This loss was too big for them. Overall, it's a good tournament, but I think it's a little tournament too early for them. But they're still a good side. Like, I really like watching them.
We've already had Shingo Driller versus Tsuji and Gabe already, haven't we? That was a good match.
That was a great main event. That was the best match so far of the whole tag league so far, in my opinion.
I'd say that as well.
What's this? Josiah sent something. What's this? Oh, bless. He sent a video to the group chat saying, make it make sense, the internet is there, but his internet wasn't connecting. He sent that 4 minutes ago. The internet connections are terrible. The Mexico should have won the tag titles, and one of them should have won the cruiserweight title. Like, I would have done Juvito Guerrero and Super Crazy as tag champs, and I would have done For Fun on SmackDown, and I would have done Psychosis as the cruiserweight champion, especially with Kid Cash at the time. It would have been easy. It would have been really easy to take the title off that Kid Cash, because Kid Cash was underutilized as well in WWE. He was so good, Kid Cash. Anyway, before we get out, we'll bring up the next couple of matches, just for confirmation. So, World Tag League Night 3, the card for that's tomorrow. For everyone who wants to know,
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
we'll review it on Tuesday because that gives us Night 3 and then Night 4. So the matches are that's the trios tags. It's Bishamon versus House of Torture, Yuchihiro Takahashi and Chase Owens. Then it's Taichi and Satoshi Kojima. There's Josiah versus Bolin Oleg and Toru Yano. World Tag League El Desperado and Shuji Ishikawa versus Shingo Takagi and Drilla Maloney. And the main event is Yota Tsuji and Gabe Kidd versus Evil and Don Fale. That's the main event for then. The 25th on Tuesday is Monster Sauce versus United Empire. Tanahashi and ELP versus David Finlay and Takahashi. Knockout Brothers versus Ren Narita and Sanada. And then Shota Umino and Yuya Umura versus TMDK. So that's the next 2 nights of action.
Wait, what's the main event for that Tuesday show? What's
Shota Umino and Yuya Umura versus TMDK.
Oh, great.
Look at Josiah. Way.
Next Friday, the main event is Tanahashi and ELP versus Knockout Brothers.
Nice.
And then the day after,
Tanahashi.
yeah, the day after is Oleg and Toriano versus Tsuji and Gabe Kidd. That's the 29th. There's some good main events coming up.
Oh.
There's only 1 day break next week, and that's the Thursday. There's no wrestling on the Thursday. And then there's no wrestling on the 1st of December. It's straight back in on the 2nd. And then the 4th off. Yeah. A 1 day rest is good, at least.
December 2nd, 5th, 8th.
Yeah.
It's the last rounds of
Yeah, because they get all of the breaks in the last week, which is.
Yeah.
It's already been confirmed. His last match is Okada.
Okada, early in the make.
Which is one of the names that we predicted.
And in your opinion, should that main event Wrestle Kingdom?
No, it should go before it should go before the title versus title match, though. Like I would have Okada versus Tanahashi, then Tsuji versus yeah, Takeshita and Tsuji must be the main event, though.
Yeah. And plus, Tanahashi is the type of person that wouldn't want his retirement match to be the main event either. Because he's all about the future anyway.
Exactly.
John Cena's selfish. He's made bloody pay-per-view after his bloody name.
Well, John Cena's
main event.
Yeah. And plus, he's not made it about himself. He's made it about the NXT guys as well.
Mm-hmm. And even then, let's be real. Even then, still not good.
Don't forget, in the year 2026, we're not going to be without Cena and Tanahashi, bro.
One of them will be missed. The other one won't be. Evil Uno is streaming right now on his channel, Mystery Wrestling 20, featuring Tyler Breeze and BMD.
Who?
Well, at least it's BDE.
Yeah, true. There's another channel here, right, called Wrestle Plunge, and he's actually streaming North American Wrestling Promotion 1990, and it's the Nasty Boys versus Ricky Steamboat, and try to see who the tag partner is. Hurry up and get the camera back on. I can't tell, but he's actually streaming it. Wrestle Plunge.
Wrestle Plunge, bro.
Wrestle Plunge, yeah, he's actually streaming it. Like, this is mental. No, Cena's a good thing. Yep.
That Brandon does everything. That guy who showed up in TNA. That
the Wrestle Plunge. I think that's what he is. Let me just check.
Is that BDE guy who was in that TNA thing?
No. This guy is chubbier. This guy's chubby.
Oh, I was going to say, why are you bloody watching that guy?
I don't watch BD. I've got standards. I'm trying to see who this guy's called. I don't. It doesn't actually say who this guy is, but they do well.
I know I've got OCD, but I'm in the wrong place.
Do they actually do stream old wrestling shows? They've done Memphis wrestling as well.
Wow. His place, please. Can you put him on top of you, please? Side of you. I've got OCD. There we go. That's better.
So they have it wished. So let's see. What's he got? This guy's actually got crazy reviews. He does like Memphis. Do
you have a holiday in the UK that is similar to Thanksgiving? Probably
No.
Christmas Day-ish?
No, we don't. And even if we did,
Thanksgiving's like Christmas Day, isn't it? Or is it totally different?
no. Thanksgiving for them is a celebration of getting rid of the pilgrims.
Mm.
Although to be fair, that's not all of them, but it's just a celebrating thanks. We don't have anything that celebrates thanks here. We just hate each other.
We don't. Do we? All three
Pretty
don't.
much.
All three don't hate each other. Shall we have a Thanksgiving?
We're never gonna get that. That's the only thing. There's no manner like that in this country that, or in the UK in general, that actually stems out. And even if it did, the Welsh and the Irish would immediately want blood. To be fair, the Scots as well, if it was a UK celebration, they would hate to be associated with the English on it because of the shit we got in the 1400s all the way up to the 1600s. Same with Ireland, obviously, they just don't like England in general. And the Welsh, well, they're too busy counting sheep.
Or shagging them.
I mean, I was trying to be diplomatic, but yeah. What the fuck? Is that all they're getting? A channel bigger than ours. A channel bigger than ours, and they can only get 34 people watching. That is funny.
One from the Welshman that lives on Bramwell Lane.
I guess they must buy their viewers and subscribers then.
No, it's Full Gear Fallout on the Wrestling Observer YouTube channel. They're live right now reacting. They've only got 34 people watching it.
That's fucking weird.
It's weird. I don't watch the
Wrestling
YouTubers
Observer do buy their fucking subscribers. Why don't you?
Oh yeah, I know several channels that buy views. They've also bought subscribers as well.
Why would you do that? Just grow you on your own, you two.
Because they want the rush to making money off YouTube. That's why.
I mean, I've got 10k subscribers and I don't get paid. I get like what, £2.50. So that's it.
Unless you start adding in links to your videos, like I don't know, Streamlabs or whatever.
Videos. I don't have adverts in my videos because I don't want them. If I had videos, I'd get more money.
No, I'm saying if you want. No, I'm saying if you want to get paid off stuff like Streamlabs or whatever that you just drop your links.
People have. I don't believe having. I can have super chats in my YouTube. I don't have them for one reason. I don't need the money.
Also, I mean, even if I got there myself, I only need to get to 500.
Yeah,
even if I did, why would I want that off you?
Only have these super chats for money because they want money. Like, give me money quick. I'm not gonna pay me $1 or something.
I see if the channel could get monetized. If we got to 500 subscribers, I would actually ask the channel themselves, do you want me to put this up for monetization? If not, then we will carry on as we are. I actually want my chat. I want my chat to be involved. Like that's the difference between
super chats on mine whatsoever.
But what does the whole monetization thing even do apart from obviously give you money?
It gives you access to the YouTube Partners program. So like you can become official partners with YouTube and you can like get more access, get more notoriety from them. But to be fair, people do it just to rob people like of their money. Like give us your money before we answer your question. No, like you should be just engaging with your audience in the first place. That's why I don't say I'm the best content creator out there, but I think I'm one of the best at engaging with people. Even if the opinions are either I disagree with them or not, or the opinions don't match me, at least I engage with my audience. I pride that. It's like, to me, engaging with the audience is important. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't rely on money to do it. You know, I know some people are happy making money off YouTube. That's fine, but you better be prepared that YouTube take a massive cut off you.
Yeah, the YouTube do cut your money, whatever you get on the views or whatever, and whatnot. It's like 50% what you're meant to get, and they take off some money, don't they?
I think that there's a certain percentage. I'll actually check for you.
I don't really care if I put my monetization. I've got monetization on my videos, but if I put adverts on my videos, I can get paid. But I don't want to do that. I don't need the money.
Yeah.
I just
Alright,
do my
so-
e-fed on Thursdays. I only stream on Thursdays anyway, so I do my e-fed on Thursdays, and then that's it, really.
Yeah. So this is the weird thing about YouTube, right? So this is what it says. YouTube monetized channels can earn varying amounts based on several factors. On average, YouTubers earn between $5 and $15 per 1,000 views. But actual earnings can range from $1 to $30 per 1,000, depending on the niche, audience, location, and video length. So even by your views, you could get 10,000 views. For every 1,000 views, YouTube can take $5 to $15 from that straight off your video. Now, if you did something like Streamlabs, even before you get monetized, if you do Streamlabs take a very short amount of cut from you. It's like very minimal, because they care about the actual content creator actually getting their money's worth for working hard. But it is ridiculously bad. Luckily, I don't need to worry about that. Anyway, gents, we will be covering nights 3 and 4 on Tuesday, but do you have any closing words before we get out of here?
Apart from obviously don't watch SmackDown, mainly, probably don't watch Raw if you aren't a fan of Roman Reigns and tag matches. And apart from that, I can't wait for this year of wrestling to end because it's not been great, and 2026 needs to be better.
I second that. Temple, your closing comments?
If you don't like a wrestling company, go watch something else. If it's not your cup of tea, don't drink it. And anyone who's in the chat, be safe, love each other. We're a family here. That's all that matters, really, isn't it?
Exactly. I completely agree. I completely agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. You've been an absolute joy. 3 hours and 8 minutes of your time is never long. It's always appreciated. We will see you next time. Have a good night and arrivederci.
Enjoy World Tag League.
That we agree on.
I'll enjoy the Predictions Championship. Go me.
Yeah, you'll be losing it next week.
We'll see about that, champ.
Well, you're technically right. You do have to defend at Survivor Series. Bye. And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get a concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.